hear me? Yes. Hello, Roger. Can you not hear me? That sounds fine. That'd be all right. Okay. Yeah. Might not be hear me. By the way, pop bring people up, Robbo.
Lead the hosts. What's wrong? Lead the hosts.
Hi, Robbo. How's the
What's wrong?
neighborhood?
Well, not too much difference from in the kitchen.
How's the neighborhood?
Well, not too much difference from in the kitchen.
How's your day anyhow?
Not bad. Well, not too much difference from the kitchen.
How's your
Hey, Rog.
day anyhow?
With your live stream, can you please mute the YouTube one because I hear the echo.
Okay.
Yeah, it's freaking annoying. With your live stream, can you please mute the
Yeah.
Okay, that sound.
Good.
Okay, that's good. I'm in the
And,
show.
Beautiful.
Yep. So let me just.
And three more, three, maybe four more people.
Yeah. Okay, we are. Okay, I have to straighten up my beanie.
Well, well, no, here. Let's sing a cool song.
Nah, no singing, please.
What's wrong with singing with a bit of a funny voice?
Don't know. Yeah, I'm a bit under the weather at the moment, but make the best of what I can. So if my eyes do water during the live stream, it's because my nose is playing up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's only me and you here, and four people hardly watching.
Yep. if you want to actually join the chat, in the main chat, rather than Disabled Vloggers there.
Where?
In the main chat, like on the actual YouTube link. Go to the YouTube page, like where the actual live stream is. You says, "G'day guys, I'm just eating dinner and I'll come up if you're sharing the link." There's a bit of a delay, that's why I decided to mute the live stream there. Can you see yet?
I have to go to the main channel, Robbo.
Yeah. And Becky's Fishing Adventures says, "Hey."
Hi, Becky. You in the house!
Yeah, it's like a second delay. I can hear you out there.
Yeah. Hi, Becky.
I'm watching while playing Fortnite. I hope you win in the Battle Royale.
I knew you guys know that, Robbo.
Oh, it's in the chat there too. I can see actually there too.
Yeah, that's a big Becky, but not Robbo. The disabled vlogger.
I don't know. As I said, I'm a bit under the weather, but I'm just helping you get the live stream up and going properly before we actually before I just drop back and let you take over the show. Also, the link is up, so if you want to join Roger the Pirate's live stream, you're more than welcome to. I can see Rose. Yeah, you have.
Maybe that's me.
No, I'll be in there just to show you what's going on.
That's only two Becky.
I can see Rose comment, but no.
Yeah, and I had 4 more people on my 3 logs up to the Gal account.
I can't see the link.
Did that?
Robbo wants to see the link, but he can't. I'll try to copy and paste it myself.
Yeah.
I need to blow my nose.
Now, Robbo, the vlogger.
Randy Ricky,
Hey,
the Raw Prawn.
who's Randy Ricky?
Just came out. The Royal Prawn. Good night, mate. Is anyone in the studio yet, Raj? Or it's just us two?
Only us two at the moment, Robbo.
Fair enough. It's just me drinking water. I think Raj needs to do it.
I Unless you link it up with Robbo's channel personally, Robbo. No, Robbo, there's no vlog of these, Robbo Bob, right?
I don't know what's wrong. Still doesn't see it, apparently. Yeah, I think Richard needs to do it. How come you can't see? Everyone can't see your I don't know. It's a bit odd. Yeah, we can see it, but like just can't see the comment. That's all. Like, you can't see Robbo's comments for some reason.
Unless you go to one of his other channels, like, maybe we've got another one. I'm an asshole.
Maybe reload the stream. Sod. So while everything's getting a bit messy, why don't you tell everyone about that little cut in your face?
Yeah. I wonder how that happened, Robbo.
Yeah, you nicked yourself while shaving.
I know.
The top comment is the link. Yeah. Also, yes, I'm waiting for everything to get all back on track, so then I can hop out of the stream and do my own thing afterwards.
Oh,
I'm able to pin the link. I'll be back in a sec. I'll see if I can actually. Alright.
yeah. Stop the doing all this stuff.
Anyway, I might as well. While we're waiting for things to happen, I'm just gonna do a waiting live on stream. Scales. 80 exactly.
80.
Yep. Hopefully you can see that.
Yeah, it says Rob. B.
Cool. This is my BMI, 24.1. Everything's. There we go. Just seen it briefly, 80. So basically up my perfect weight at the moment. So what are we doing here? Funk and Hungry. Who do we have here? What's up, Rod? What's up, Rod? You look a bit stressed there.
Oh,
Technical issues?
no, nothing stresses me up these days.
Yeah.
My name is Phil.
Roger Real Pirate. Rod Roscoe. Roger Real Pirate. Hey, Becky.
Drinks at the top, you better come in.
Yep. The link is definitely at the top. So, is anyone in the studio yet?
Have a look.
Oh, I thought you'd be there.
No. I mean you, Robbo.
Fair enough. Just shoot the breeze at the moment.
Yeah, it looks a bit cool, I am bored.
Yeah. I know last time you weighed yourself was like yesterday, wasn't it? You're like 97 kilos?
You're 97.4.
So that's 18 kilos down from your original weight, which is a good thing. Maybe down a shirt size or two. Well, that's what happened to me. I was an XL. So how's everyone going here? Nothing, I'm just saying. You've gone down a few like sizes, I suppose, because I was a XL, now I'm a medium. Or I'm fit in the medium. I'm fit in the large too, but
I put the link into somewhere on your channel, Robert the Vlogger. Right on your, I think it's on your screen. You got put up later. My link is there. It's so you got yours pop up at 8 o'clock. So Robert the Vlogger, come in. G, Becky, Randy. And then had 4 more people on free live stream. Two fingers here.
it'd actually be 3, wouldn't it? Because you have to, they had 5 people. And 5 people at one time, so it'd be.
Oh, yeah, 4. Besides you, Robert, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm here too. Jesus. Oh, I'm poor as well, man. Spend too much on food to review. YouTube should be paying you. How many subscribers does G have anyway?
620 something.
No, you wouldn't have enough to get. You wouldn't be getting paid yet then. Unfortunately, sadly.
We've got about 13 less than Robert the Vlogger. Because I haven't been a little rivalry thing going on, Robert.
Yeah, I got a bit of a subscriber war with you too, but I'm losing. So
everybody subscribe to Funk and Hungry, 5055, Robert the Vlogger. Who's this other Rob? He's got his microphone off.
don't add people without cameras.
Yeah, because Joey Collins is Rob, but have the microphone and everything on.
Yeah. Mood link joint, I can't see it. The link is there.
It should be on your live stream you go to later, Robert the Vlogger.
Yeah, for some reason, Robbo the vlogger's not coming up on your thing. There's something a bit weird going on. Unless you accidentally timed him out or something.
No, I didn't time anyone out.
Oh, I don't know what's going on.
It's Rob, Circle Rob. Can you see your camera on, please?
Yeah, don't add them if they don't have a camera. They're probably posting stuff in the private chat. No. Yeah, but don't add anyone if you can't see them, their face or camera or whatever. You know. UFG.
Let's use the vlogger. Robert the Vlogger. Can you see your camera on, please?
Yeah, I don't think it's.
It's gone again.
Yeah, it's not. I don't think it's actually Robbo.
Yeah, it could be something posted as Robert the Vlogger too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Links up. It's not.
You had moderators that came off. Moderator?
Yeah, having some technical issues. That's all I know. Yeah, the last year of technical problems.
Let's put G as a mod. And I put G as mod. Right. G as mod. Right. I put two as moderators. G and Robert Bob By. Now, I didn't hide Robert the Blogger.
Yeah, I'm not saying you did. I'm just saying.
Sorry, G, I haven't been a little difficulty with Robert as the type of Blogger at the moment. G's up. Oh. Hi, G!
Okay. Rog. YouTube Studio.
Yeah, G's backstage, Rob. Yeah. It's, no, that's his personal anyway. It's great. Hi, G.
Hello, boys.
I'm home. Sorry. Sorry, G. How you going? How you going, I put you as a moderator.
And hello to Roger the Pirate subscribers and Robo5 Lives.
The little, Roger's little brother. That's looking at stuff at the moment, G.
Make sure that everyone likes the stream as well.
Yeah, that's G, Robert the Blogger as well.
I just did them.
Yeah, both you and Robert are moderators.
I'm going to make sure that I've subbed on my other YouTube channels. Okay, get Roger a couple more subscribers. I know that I did this to Robbo.
Alright. He's smarter than me, Rob, my brother.
Okay.
Settings.
My brother's smarter than me.
Community.
But he's smarter than me. He's always been. Hey, take your day, G.
Left settings and communities. There should be a communities tab there.
Hey, go, G. Hello.
Okay, Roger is on 400 subscribers now, which is nice to see.
That's my brother, Robert Buffalo.
Oh, the link's working because that's how I got here. I can put it up if you guys need.
I know why I've seen that to you, Rob. Come on.
Yeah, I got technical problems.
Robert's no fan, top fan. I don't know why Robert's not coming up.
Oops.
Put
that back down.
Robert is over vlogger backstage. Hey, is he Rob?
Who?
Robbo, the disabled vlogger.
Okay. Sure. Right, I didn't mean if you can see his face.
Fine. I can see his mum.
Is his face visible in that? Like camera?
Well, it's not disabled vlogger, but I don't know what it is.
Well, I didn't mean if he's coming.
I'm playing.
Yes, it's me.
I need help.
Oh, there we go. There we
That's
go.
enough,
Oi.
that's enough Robbo, the disabled vlogger, for us for one day.
Oh, thanks, G.
Oh,
Yeah, get rid of
what
him.
happened? Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Stop touching the button.
Can you help us?
Stop doing it, Raj. What are you doing?
Can you help?
Nah. Oh, he should be out. Shouldn't be feeding him.
That's going to trigger him. Trigger me timbers. Oh,
I don't know.
yeah, it's good to see these guys getting more subscribers. I know Roger's on 400 now. I have to see what Robbo's on. Oh, 357. It's not bad. Hopefully we can try and get him up, to around about 400.
Yeah, I'm back. Don't touch anything.
Boot him again.
Yeah, we got.
Don't touch anything.
Yeah, main problem is we got. Oh, the computer's got a bit of an ancient computer that I used to have, so it's kind of.
Bit touch and go.
Okay.
Want a beer, Rob?
Yeah.
Yeah, give me one more betters.
That's awesome. Cheers, Becky. You're a legend. He's saying that he's will sub to Roger and Robo5 Life on some other accounts.
Nice.
He's got about 6 accounts to try and get. Because I did that. I remember I did it to Robo5 Life, I think, to get to him to 350, and I just did it to Roger, and he's up above 400 now.
Nice.
So these guys deserve to, get their subs up.
Yes.
Especially considering Roger supports so many people, it's nice to, give back to him.
That's right.
I see 2 Robbos and a dream.
Yeah. Oh, you're on screen. Oh, well.
I mean, that's 3 needs up Boston and then British expat.
See if I can.
What?
I'm saying don't sub to you.
Oh,
Trying to think
thanks.
that saying.
What? So I don't get ahead of you. So I don't get ahead of you even more.
No, yeah, that's it, dude.
Well, you can avoid me, man.
Nah, sub to Robbo. He's a good bloke and deserves
So
it.
what are you drinking there, Raj?
Don't vote.
Yes, the one that you got this morning. I'm drinking better Arvo Ale.
You can eat what you want, Robbo.
That's it.
Vlogger.
Was that the Pirate Life light ale, is it?
I don't know, but
What was that, Roger?
Ah,
Spence.
Okay.
you can eat what you
yeah,
want.
those kebab snack packs, you guys look
Shit, I got
killer.
a call. I'll be back in a sec. I got a call.
How did you
It's
snap?
funny. It's funny in Adelaide, like you guys ate the style of snack packs you had was doner kebab, where it's like the really long, thin strips of meat. That's like hard to find in Adelaide. Normally you get like more diced up meat, like real sort of meat when it comes to lamb and stuff. Have found a place that does doner kebabs here. That I do
Don't worry, that
want
was
to
a
review
scam
because
call.
I get them like every day. You
It
answer
was
them.
in Chinese. It was in Chinese, so I couldn't understand a word.
Most of the time I get like broken Indian English with me.
It's just like a pre-recorded in Chinese, so I couldn't understand a word, so
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get into that.
Your audio isn't the best, Roger. Like, it's a
Rog.
little bit quiet. I don't know if you can. It's like I kept on thinking he was muted for a while.
It's a bit muffled.
It might be better without the headset for him, possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's not yours, isn't it? The one there.
You can use it if you want.
Is it yours?
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Just if you need to use them, you can use them.
I've started using these when I do live streams because I realised it's a lot more clearer when I use these.
Are they Bose Quiet Comfort headphones that you got there?
These ones are like Sony. They weren't that expensive.
Sony.
I think about about probably $70 or something. But
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, mine are Bose Quiet Comfort 35s. I've had them
I
for a
mainly
few
use
years
them
now.
when I used to go for walks, which I want to again. Like I just do it for music and stuff, really. And when I edit my videos, just so I can hear what I'm doing.
Yeah, right. Maybe them headphones you got. Maybe you should put the microphone close to your face so I can actually hear you better then. Because I can hear you like knocking and that.
Yeah.
Don't get knocked around, so.
Yeah, so it might even be better without headsets for him. It was just like he sounded really faint.
Yeah.
It sounded like he was whispering. Yeah. Thank you very much, Riz Parsons.
Thanks.
Can anyone hear me now?
Yeah.
I might as well have to take it out.
Yeah, that's much better, man. That sounds much better.
Okay, just how's your day been anyhow, everyone?
Not bad.
And being the vlogger, how's your days?
You can still use your headphones, just as headphones that you want, I suppose.
What was that, Roger?
Have you tried those marathon dim sims, Robbo? The ones that I showed you today, the big king size ones?
No, but I'm going to now.
You've obviously had like the little small ones that come in a bag, right? Of Marathon. Yeah. Marathons are. It's probably like the brand that every chip shop uses, basically.
Yeah, I was thinking
that does
because you guys are going to do like a 4-way video on it or whatever you're doing. I thought I might do an actual review on them.
I did. To let you in on a little secret, I did kind of review them. Like I did a kind of review of the chicken, and then I did like a little like I guess Aussie twist of like what a lot of people do with dim sims or stuff like that. And then for the pork and beef ones, I'm gonna I've got a few dishes or ideas just to like see what they're like and just have a bit of fun with it.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, mate. So, how's my volume now?
That's why I ended up doing. That's why I did That's why I did a part 1 and a part 2 though, just because obviously I've got the 2 different flavors. Thought I may as well do 2 videos.
I thought your idea of a collab was going to be like 4-way cook-off on screen.
Yeah, it would just be hard to. I don't know. We talk a lot of we talk a lot of COD shit on the lives. I think it was always going to be like, kind of like, it's obviously Paddy Joe as well. He likes to do his cooking videos, and stuff like that. I mean, we all spoke about it, but Daz actually pushed us to do it because one day, or he tagged us the other day and said that he had his box, and for us all to get our boxes. But it'd be even cool to see Roger and Robbo do stuff like that.
I'll sneak in on the collab. I'll do one myself.
Yeah.
All ready for Canberra, Rob? Next week?
Yeah, well,
my brother's graduating karate next weekend in Canberra.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I've got stuff packed.
Is it like a competition?
No. It's just a belt rank. A belt ranking in that. Friday, which means to go put him through a test and see if he's ready for the next build up.
Yeah, well,
Testing
good
him out
luck and stuff
basically.
with that. I'm sure you'll do well.
Yeah,
And also, I was going to say, hopefully your cousin has a good wedding as well.
Yeah. Sorry, Rob. It's a pizza here, Rob.
okay, yeah, we ordered pizzas and the pizza just came.
Nice. What sort of pizza is it?
I got a seafood pizza and Roger got a hot and spicy.
Oh, thank goodness.
I was going to laugh and say a prawn pizza. And you might get some prawns in your seafood one.
Most likely, yeah.
If you'd said a Hawaiian pizza with pineapple on it, I would have got out of here.
I'll be back. I'm just going to go to Roger's computer and mute his mic briefly.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, but I haven't actually
like I'm
seen
still
that.
full
I haven't
from.
seen those. I haven't seen those in the supermarket. But I'll have to go have another look.
Yeah, it's funny because I went over to my brother's yesterday and I don't know what they grabbed. Went into the shops and walking around and I saw it. So it's kind of lucky because it reminded me we was going through the frozen section and it was in sort of like, the fridge frozen section where you can open the doors.
Yep.
Yeah, so it was in that sort of section in Woolworths for me and
All
it was lucky because I needed to grab them, but when walking, I saw them. I'm like, oh crap! And I asked him if I could chuck them in his freezer while I was there, so I could bring them back home. But yeah, I guess it was like divine intervention or whatever. It was like it was meant to be. I saw them. I'm like, oh crap! Lucky I saw them. Otherwise, I would have forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. Did
I
grab
was
both
just going to
boxes.
say, I'm glad that you know. I'm glad that I know where to find them now in the fridge. They're in the fridge.
Yeah, so they was kind of nearest like the frozen chips and that sort of stuff. So
yeah. Well, you might.
so
Yeah.
hopefully you can sort of go to that area and
There's some prawns on this pizza too. So
oh,
close
that
up.
looks killer.
Yeah.
Nice and cheesy.
Yeah. Good.
Don't know about a royal prawn, but it's definitely prawn. Right, remember
Probably
you have
cost
to unmute
$100 a broiled prawn.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you have watched, like, I know Robbo the Disabled Vlog has been a part of our lives and Roger has watched it, but I did sort of mention one idea that I had with the dim sims, which I'm going to try
What's that?
during those lives. But yeah, as I said, I kind of like did a variation today, and I'll probably film the others tomorrow. So I'll probably be a little bit dim simmed out by the end of tomorrow, having all those dim sims. But
I
Can
can't.
you hear me?
I love them.
Yep, you're back.
I love dim sims.
yeah, I mean, I love them as well. But it's like when you have, like stuff quite a lot, you don't get sick of it. It's just like, I'm sure after a few days I'll be ready to go again.
Yeah, fair enough. Maybe do one a week.
Someone got
Yeah,
notified.
well, already smashed the chicken ones down today. Just, may as well do the others tomorrow, get it out the way. And I mean, I'll do it tomorrow, but you won't like see the videos till next week. I've got a Tim Tam review that I haven't edited yet as well. Like I try to do videos so they're prepared. So say next week I'm editing, and if I do like basically prepare and have them pre-recorded, so I can just work on them and then bring them out.
Yep.
I'm gonna head out because I'm a bit under the weather, and I'm just trying to help with Roger's technical issues that he had. So I'll catch you next time.
No worries,
Yeah,
man.
no worries. I
Cheers.
hope you feel better soon, Robbo, and take care and have a good night.
Okay, thank you. All right.
See you, mate.
No worries. Catch you. Looks like Roger's having a royal mung right there. That pizza did look bloody good though, because sometimes it's not that cheesy pizza. I hate that. Like even Domino's, if you order extra cheese, it will come cheesy as. Otherwise, it's like not that much on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, my brother's got a cold.
Hey, Reckless Cal, cheers for stopping by.
Reckless.
They're just eating pizza, so
You can eat, brother. You want
Roger's
up
just
there,
eating his.
Fergie and Robert the vlogger.
I'm going to be doing some food reviews in a MP's office in the future, and they said that I could do it as long as I'm willing to clean up the floor.
The floor.
Yep.
You're gonna eat on the floor?
No. Like if I'm eating in there and
Yeah,
stuff ends up on the floor, I got to
any
clean it up.
mess. Yeah, any mess.
Yeah, any mess.
I just imagine you sitting there on the floor making a mess.
But it's really awesome because it's a office and it's got a kitchen, and I'm going to be able to do live streams in there and all sorts of stuff, like proper podcast live stream. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm going there next Friday actually to check it out.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, can't wait.
Yeah, but then the problem is you will say that you can't afford to do food reviews. Where are you going to get the money from?
Exactly. That's my problem. That's my problem. I'm
Hello.
I'm hoping that I've got a little bit of money
Even if
in the future so I can do it.
Even if you budget to try to do like one a week or something, like even if you know it's like a chocolate bar or a bag of chips or something new that comes out, and then obviously if you can afford to do like bigger ones like pizza or a burger or whatever you can do.
Yeah.
That's why that's why I did stop doing like a lot of just like restaurants or those sort of places, because it does get costly. So for $30, if I bought a pizza or a burger or something, if I spend that money and buy like chocolate and snacks and stuff, like it will go a little bit longer, or I'll be able to do a few reviews with the same amount that I would spend on one review.
Yeah.
I do
Luke,
like to.
Luke, who was on my live stream the other night when we were talking about this stuff, he wants me to do 3 Zinger Stacker burgers together.
Yeah, I mean, the best way to do that would see if you can. Sometimes they do like them on vouchers or whatever. I mean, they're not that expensive. I think they're only about $7. Compared to some burgers, they're, I guess, reasonable price in a way. They are pretty small and stuff though, so I guess that's why they're not that expensive. I think KFC burgers, they're not that expensive, but when you start getting meals and stuff is when it gets costly.
Yeah.
Yeah, very.
3 Zinger Stacker burgers is $30.
Oh, the stackers, so they're like the double pattied ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. I reckon you do well, Robbo, the vlogger.
Yeah.
I reckon you do well with the Zinger burgers, Robert the vlogger.
I'm not a big fan of spice, so.
Right, so you're not a spicy person.
Spicy.
No, I'm not into spice. So, by the way, guys, I bought the Paki one chip today, as well as the 3 times Samyang noodles.
I'd be able to have a Zinger Stacker when I was fresh out the womb. They'd basically come out a newborn baby and they'd give me a Zinger Stacker. I'd be like, oh, this is not that spicy.
Yeah.
I think with my brother, as soon as he's born, he's got a computer in front of him. my brother.
Right.
My mum's a bit like how Robbo probably is. She'll eat something and say it's spicy, and I'll eat it and like barely, like I'll taste the spice, but it won't be over the top of spicy for me. But then she'll try it and say that it's like hardcore.
Yeah, that happened to one of my support workers. I was dying eating. The first time I ever bought a McSpicy burger from McDonald's, I was absolutely dying, and my support worker
they're reckless.
eating it like it was nothing.
They're reckless. I said, I like the sliders, pepper mayo KFC.
Yeah, they would.
Yeah, a woman that I was seeing, she used to love them, and they are quite nice. They are a little bit expensive. I think sometimes they bump down the prices when they do promos, but they're about $5 now. They are pretty cool. It's kind of like a pita bread that they're in, like a little pita. And these days they just put a tender lettuce, and you can get like supercharged barbecue and pepper. I do love the pepper mayo from KFC. That's a lovely sauce.
Yeah, backstage here, Grego keep on popping in and out saying the voice not connected. Grego from Greg's Kit. I'm not sure it was really him or somebody pretending to be him.
Probably a faker.
Yeah, because
Grego
probably never heard of me.
If it was really him, he would show his face because he's come on mine before.
I know, he's come in yours about 2-3 times.
Yeah,
at least.
Yeah, for some reason, there's this troll that seems to follow all of our channels that does it a lot on obviously Robbo's, and I've had it. It's funny. It seems the more people that are on panel, the less the troll pops up.
Yeah,
but
because
I don't know.
Because Robert 5 I've had this trouble with a fake caveman making silly noises and that. Yeah. So they called the caveman because I've seen caveman space before on Tazaz's channel. And now there's this fake caveman coming around making weird bird noises and that.
Yes.
Like that. I can't do it myself, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it gets... Because I remember when Tazdaz did a live, he didn't do one for ages, and when he first done them and he had open panel and he let anyone on, there was all sorts of people coming on just acting a fool.
Yeah. And Tazdaz was getting annoyed, I know that.
Yeah.
You can tell when people's getting annoyed, and Tazdaz is one of them. He doesn't do the classic one, but you can still, you got the gut feeling he's getting annoyed. Those gut feelings you have.
Yeah.
It's starting to glow red and stuff, but try to do a poker face, but you can tell with the glowing red face, and that Tazdaz did.
Yeah.
I mean, we all like to have fun and act a fool, but there's like, a difference between that and just coming on just to like cause havoc or just be rude and stuff. Be rude to the chat or be rude to the people on panel. It's just,
Awkward.
I mean, I had that happen on one stream, and I remember they kept on changing their names.
Yeah,
but after a while, I caught on because some of them wouldn't change their picture, but their name would change and stuff like that. It's just.
I remember that one, including a fake 2 Aussie, the one you don't like too.
Just to let everyone know it's not me, because people probably would think I would do that. I'm not that bad. I might give him a bit of stick on the videos, but I'm not going to go to the effort of making a fake account. I don't really have a problem against the guy. It's just he's said some rude stuff to me, but
I know.
I don't really care about it that much. It's just more of a laugh. Hey?
I was supposed to be doing a collab with him, but I haven't heard from him for a while.
Yeah, you should. And you should somehow put me in the collab, and without him knowing, all of a sudden I'm like,
I'll do it live. I'll let you in.
I think I did a collab with Mr. Beat one stage, Robbo.
I was supposed to, but he's vanished into thin air.
Yeah.
I was supposed to meet him. I was supposed to go and meet Mr. B because he only lived about half an hour north of me, and I go up that way for a bit. And I was supposed to do a collab with him, and we talked about it a few times, and then all of a sudden he disappeared.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, I know what he looks like. I know what he looks like now because of his live stream he did when he showed his face. And I could easily go up there, and if I saw him in person, I'd know who he was now because I know what he looks like.
He looks like
I guess some people do get sick of the internet, but hopefully he's going okay.
I hope he's all right. Yeah, I hope he hasn't had anything bad happen to him.
Piss me off. That's why they get on much lately. I was reading Reckless Cal's comment saying, "Trolls piss me off. That's why they get on much lately."
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah, unfortunately, you just have to it's the internet, and unfortunately, you were just because I mean, even on Facebook, just the type of attitude I have, where I'm trying to have a bit of banter and try to have a bit of fun with people. Obviously, some people enjoy it and get involved and find it funny, but obviously, you're always going to get people that don't like who I am or who anybody is. You're always going to get people that are who don't agree with how you act. So I get that on Facebook all the time as well. People messaging me. A lot of people message me, have a go, swear at me, call me names, and then block me before I can, retaliate or say anything back. But most of the time, I don't be mean back. It was like on Twitter, a few, what's that platform? TikTok. I almost forgot. I'm like, what's the one that Robbo's on? TikTok. I had a few nasty comments the other day. I had people saying all nasty stuff, and it does sort of rev you up or make your blood boil a bit, and you do go to say something nasty. But I just instead I'm like, I'll just be nice back. Someone was calling me names, and I'm like, oh, I hope you feel better soon. In other words, I'm trying to say, if you're gonna go on a platform and just be nasty like that to someone, there's clearly something wrong with that person.
Was that in my life?
They feel the need to say something like that to someone else. So I'm just like, I hope you feel better soon. And then I had another troll on there, or someone saying nasty. So
was anyone nasty to you in my live stream?
On your live stream?
Yeah. Was anyone nasty to you there?
No, it wasn't on the live stream. It was on my eating videos. It was like the Mashies one. Someone said, "Oh, you should stop eating them," or "You've had enough" type stuff. Like, obviously trying to, I guess, call me fat or whatever, or greedy and stuff. And it's just,
you look like,
I mean, I only had 6 of them, and I haven't had them since. But
you look like a soul-built person.
I eat too much fast food. That's why I'm disabled.
I know that I need to work on my fitness, but I've had a lot of issues that have prevented me from being able to be physically fit for a while. But that's why I'm trying to address them and sort them and fix them, so then I can get my life and schedule back. I used to walk every evening, pretty much if it was pissing down with rain or whatever, try and push myself to do it. It's like just building that routine and sticking to it.
Yeah.
But then when the sciatica's bad, and then I injured one of my feet from falling down a pit cover and stuff like that, and just I mean, that's life though. It gives you setbacks. Stuff happens and you get injured or hurt or whatever.
Yeah.
Or stuff prevents you. Sometimes people might work too much, which prevents them from being sort of physically fit or whatever. So it's like there's reasons a lot of time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like it's funny with a. Go on.
You're speaking first.
I was just going to say. Was I? I thought too much probably.
No, you don't.
But yeah, I was just going to say, trolls a lot of time point out stuff that they, I guess, know that people might be insecure about. So say about people overweight or whatever, it's like you're pointing out obvious stuff that the person that you're saying it to, I'm sure they already know this. It's not like you call someone fat or whatever and they look in the mirror, they're like, oh my God, I didn't even realize, like, how did this happen? It's like they point out stuff that they know is obvious, and that's why they do it. They don't point out, like your good features or whatever. They don't say, "Oh, you're a handsome bastard" or whatever. So it's just.
I had a chick message me before on TikTok and said, "When are you going to go live again? I missed your gorgeous face." And I wrote back, I said, "You're full of shit."
Yeah, like as a woman said that nice stuff to me in the comments the other day, and you're so used to trolls. It was like they had all these buff dudes, and it said like they're 10 out of 10. I'm like, oh, which one's a 10? Just being myself, joking around. And then she said, oh, you are and stuff. And I'm like, she's got to be taking the piss. And I'm like, oh yeah, all right, cheers, but I think you're wrong. And then she broke it down and was like saying she was being honest. But we're so used to people being nasty, negative, and trolling and just being rude to us that when someone does say something genuine and positive and nice, You're like, this can't be real. Like, when does someone ever say something nice this day and age?
Yeah, some Sheila said went up to me the other day while I was stopping at this last Sunday. I was in Woolworths, and someone came in and says, "You look different than you do on camera." I says, "I hope so. If I'm 43 years old here, because I look different on camera."
Yeah, you say,
like
a good thing or a bad thing?
You should have said to her, if you like me in person, let's go out on a date or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Come round for a slice of royal prawn.
Yeah, but this woman's about 60 odd years old. Gee.
Oh,
this one's about 60 odd.
Beggars can't be choosers.
Yeah, but I don't want to date a 60-year-old woman who's probably a grandmother. It's older than it's probably younger than my mother. About 10 years.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, see you later, Reckless Kel. Cheers for jumping on.
See you, Kel.
Yeah.
God,
yeah, I mean, even if they are old, obviously you don't really want to go on a date with them, but it still is nice even to hear it from, someone that maybe is like a bit of a, aged or a grandma or whatever. If people being nice, it just feels good anyway.
I prefer older women anyway, so I don't mind.
That's like me in my 20s. I prefer women in their 30s. All the women in the 30s at the time now is in their 50s.
Yeah.
And these days, most women are attracted to older guys, So it's a, it's an evolutionary thing,
Yes.
I had to mute myself because I had a cough fit. Made my eyes water a bit.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I think Robbo's probably on gilf.com looking for his next wife.
Yep, I am. How did you know?
You saw you on there today.
That's in my interests on FetLife.
FetLife. I forgot about that.
I haven't even really looked at that properly. I like bring it up when we mention it on stream and just look at it. I've never been brave enough to to have a
dive first.
I go looking for me.
If you look for Robert the Stable blog, it'd be different killer fish.
You have a heart attack if you find me on there.
I'll probably won't be able to talk to you again.
Exactly.
Yeah, DB's like, I can't talk to Robert the Stable blogger again.
Yeah, I can't look you in the eye again.
Yes.
Yeah, it'd be like this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it.
It's a good thing you missed out of my personal stream then.
I heard bits about that. You said that you was going to post it in the group or something. What happened? But you didn't in the end.
I'll message you privately and I'll just tell you.
All right, no worries.
Yeah.
Bloody hell. Yeah, that's why a lot of time when I'm streaming, even though I'm not doing anything really crazy, I'll turn off the camera if I go off and do stuff.
Sometimes you put your animation there.
Yeah, I don't want people to, see or hear something they shouldn't. Even though, as I said, most of the time, if I'm doing a live, it's not like I'm, inviting over a lady or something.
Yeah, that sort of guy, AG.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool that you've got 400 subs now, Roger, since the live.
I was in the 390s for a fair while. I was in the 390s for about, this is now June. It says about the beginning of the year.
Yeah, I'm one of those people that kind of don't like. I'm one of those people that don't kind of like odd numbers. Catch a Robbo. I kind of like even numbers. So when my subs go to a weird number, I kind of get it, a little bit until it gets to like a solid number again. And Robbo 5 Life is 358 now, so that's getting up there. That's good.
I just sent it. I just sent you a private message on Messenger, G.
Well, did everyone see? I guess we won't discuss it properly, but they saw it all.
Not till we get backstage.
I guess it would be kind of educational in a way, though, right?
That's what it was supposed to be. That's what it was supposed to be, but YouTube didn't see it that way.
Okay.
They took it down.
Yeah. Yeah, see, that's the thing that can be annoying about YouTube. You could probably see someone get their head blown off, and like that's not flagged or whatever.
Yeah.
And then something that's like real life, like as in something
Mm.
that you have to do or whatever.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden they frown on it.
The thing I got told though,
Yeah.
I got told something by another YouTuber that does personal content. They told me that if
Yeah.
I ever wanted to do that sort of thing again, I should do a pre-recorded video instead of doing it live.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they say I can get away with it more if I do it pre-recorded.
Yeah, you do get away with pre-recorded than live streaming and a lot more.
Yeah.
Like if Jeep, let's say, do a pre-recorded something of him going yo for 5 minutes straight, he can get away with it rather than doing live streaming.
Yeah. So it just depends how you do it.
Yeah.
And also, if they try to say that it's inappropriate, I mean, look at your YouTube channel name. So it you've got like that in your name. So it's the relevant content to what your channel's about and stuff. So
exactly, that's right.
Dylan said. Dylan B says, "Hi Roger, hey G, hey Dylan B. Well done again to 1,000 subscribers too. Well done again, 1,000 subscribers too, mate."
Yeah, I did the same what I did with Roger today. I went through with my other accounts and chucked them on Dylan's to help him get. He was about 5 off being 1,000.
Yeah.
So
Dylan in the chat, he's close to 1,000.
Yeah, Dylan B.
Right, he's over 1,000
now.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Because he did it on holiday.
I guess like a lot of our channels, it was sort of fluctuating and going up and down a bit.
See how many I got.
But yeah, he does different
Cameron,
sort of content.
I'm putting you on to show your face. There's someone backstage called Cameron without a camera on.
Who is it? What are their names?
Sorry, called Cameron. CAM.
Oh yeah, no.
ARON.
Don't bring that person up.
Well, what's wrong with a person anyhow?
Because I've had a Cameron backstage on mine, and
swart you.
They're a troll.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, we know most people that watch our channels anyway. So if it's someone new,
yeah. Oh, by the way, guys, I got some mates of mine coming on my live stream again tonight. Looking forward to that.
Are the same ones? What, Ben and stuff, or other people?
No, you know Adam, who was on the night before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw Adam. Yeah.
Adam's coming on, and do you remember Gus, who was on a while back?
Yeah.
Yeah, him too.
I remember Gus a bit.
Yeah, Gus and Adam.
Yeah.
They only live.
Adam seemed cold. Adam seemed like super chilled.
He is. Yeah. No, they're both good blokes. So is Gus. I've known Gus for almost 40 years.
Is that you, real Dylan B? Just turn your camera on, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably not. I don't think it's going to be Dylan.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, all you guys up to Dylan B, Funk and Hungry, Robbo the Disabled Vlogger, and Robbo Firefly, my brother.
Yeah. And Roger as well, if you haven't already. Yes.
Yeah, it is awesome seeing Robbo Firefly and Roger doing lives and stuff now. Like, it would definitely help. Well, you've got a few subs from tonight. You know, it helps sometimes doing lives because you might get someone come on that's different or from another channel.
Dylan B,
that's good.
Dylan B, if it's that really, you turn your camera on, mate.
Yeah. Yeah, make sure they got the camera on before you bring them up, mate, and make sure you know exactly who they are. Like if you don't recognise their face, don't bring them up.
Yeah, no worries, Dylan. I doubt if it's Dylan if he's, saying, talking to us in the chat and there's a private chat message as well. My cam is not working. It says Dylan B, but
Yeah, it's all troll. It's got to be a troll. Yeah.
Because Dylan B is a very good guy.
Yeah. Well, he would. If he's got 1,000 subscribers, he can't be a troll. Like the one that's here on the chat.
Yeah, definitely not.
One backstage obviously is.
I came across Dylan because there's another group of dudes in Adelaide that do content. The Back Catalogue, they call themselves, and they do like movie reviews and food reviews. And I came across them and met Dylan off there. It's funny as well. I was at the library. This would have been about probably 8 weeks ago or something, and I met one of the dudes in person from the Back Catalogue because they live in the same sort of area, and I've spoke to them on YouTube comments. But obviously, because I recognised him from his videos, he recognised me. I gave him a shout out ages ago, and he was just walking out of the local library and walking off, and he just came up to me because we, saw each other, and he's like, "Oh, hey, G." Adelaide, you can like it's small, and he's like, "Oh, I was always wondering if I'd ever bump into you and stuff." But it was kind of funny.
I don't know what it is with Adelaide. There's quite a few YouTubers. I don't know what it is with Adelaide. There's quite a few YouTubers. There's a comedy duo called three people do a comedy skits called Fan Band Films. They're just north of Adelaide. They do comedies and stuff, and they live near Adelaide. And Crazy Adelaide Leeds, he's from there. So is Treaty Petey. He's from there as well.
From Adelaide.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't really watched his content, but I know of him from, like you and Taz and stuff have mentioned him.
Yeah, because I know Treaty Petey's the original guy's American because of his accent, but he lives in Australia. Because his accent sounds from the US.
Yeah.
I actually got a subscriber give me some money as well for a review the other day. He said, where can they send money for a review?
You don't have StreamYard, Dylan, to cop up on stream. Because Dylan said, I give you apologies, I don't have StreamYard. You don't have an account to go on the link.
No, you don't need one.
You don't really.
Just go to the
you
website.
don't need to.
Just go to the link up top and just drop in.
If you do want to join, Dylan, you just click on this link that I'm posting. You just press on it, and then you can come on.
Yeah, just turn your camera on.
Let us know in the chat if your camera's not working, and now Cameron's like, let me in.
Yeah.
So you're like a normal person wouldn't act like that.
Exactly.
It's weird how trolls act like a certain way, like you can just tell the difference from a normal person.
Maybe that's what I should have done when I couldn't get in before.
Let me in. Bang.
Yeah, obviously you had problems with Cameron before, didn't you, Robbo?
Yeah, no, I couldn't see the link. I didn't know what was going on. And I only saw it after
G posted
it, then I could see it. But then I realised you posted it on my live stream and not my...
that's the only way they can get it sent it to you.
Yeah, I don't know why your comments don't come up any other time apart from my live stream. It drives me nuts.
Yeah, 2 Aussies comments have disappeared now.
Whose?
What?
Oh. For me, at least.
Oh.
It was like on Food Sacks thing. I saw 2 Aussie commented. It came back later on and it was gone. I'm like,
Hi, Ali.
Hello, Ali.
Hi, Ali.
Okay, but I'm not sure if I can.
Long time no see.
It's because my parents won't let me in case I won't get in trouble. You won't get in trouble, but if your parents don't want you on, that's fair enough.
Hi, Ali. Long time no see.
We'll behave. We won't turn it into a spicy stream.
Are you sure, G?
It's the sickest of
I
a
wouldn't
high
want him to get in trouble.
beholder. The eyes of the beholder.
Wouldn't want him to get in trouble with his parents because I'm, all of a sudden I turned it into a
Clearly.
spicy stream. Yeah, it's up to you, Dylan. If you want, we'll behave.
Yeah, we'll behave.
Go.
Well,
It's always
I
nice
don't
to
know
like.
about these two, but I'll behave.
Turn your phones around.
Excellent.
It's always good though to because it's like I was speaking to Roger for ages, and it's nice to like have a chat in person and
Really?
live and stuff. It's good to have a chat
Yeah.
where you can see
The only
the
reason
person.
reason I got the royal prawn because I have a better bet of someone's on Tazaz's live stream, and I meant to say the raw prawn, and I actually put the royal prawn in by accident and press enter without thinking, and the raw prawn saw the raw prawn.
Yeah.
On
And then the
Tazaz's
royal
live stream,
prawn
that's how
was
it's all started.
I'm gonna have to
Sounds like a wrestling character or something.
I don't mind pro wrestling, to be fair. He could be the new Wade Barrett G. He's a British-born American in wrestling America. British-born.
It would have been the royal prawn would have been like an 80s sort of wrestler back when Hulk Hogan and Ultimate Warrior and stuff. Then you got the royal prawn. Oh, the royal prawn's run into the ring. Here he is. He's taking everyone out. He's taking them out.
Yes.
Oh, stitch. Silence.
Yeah.
Silence is the Robbo.
Waiting for you to talk, Roger. You're the host, mate.
Yeah, you can talk too if you want, Robbo. How's your day anyhow, Rob?
Yeah, he's
Robbo,
so used to being on other people's.
Yeah. My day, it was okay. Just organising what I'm doing next week with me mates.
Oh, yeah.
The guys that were on my panel the last couple of nights. Yeah.
Was that the pre-recorded stuff or the live streams?
Both. We're gonna do a bit of both.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but we're mainly concentrating on live stuff. But I am gonna take my GoPro with me when I see them next Friday, and we'll do a bit of pre-recorded stuff too.
Yeah, just get your hours up to the pre-recorded stuff as well as the shorts and the live streams. Always up to you.
Yeah. So I'm really looking forward to going there next Friday so I can get extra content.
I don't know if you've thought of it yourself, but it would be kind of cool to do maybe some vlogs about it as well. Like say you start at home, do a little bit of recording at home, then do a bit of your journey, and then like a little bit of like what happens when you get there and stuff. Just proper vlog style as well.
Yeah, that's why I thought I'd take the time with me next Friday.
Yeah, because that would definitely draw attention to you then, Robbo does. Because then people say, oh, this guy looks all right, and then click on it and see who you are, and much up to you.
So this is part of the reason why I decided to take my GoPro next Friday is because next Friday is basically the first step to getting it happening, and I thought I would do a bit of filming of each step of the process to get it started.
Yeah, like a little bit of documentation of how what happens or whatever.
Yeah. So I'm definitely going to take my GoPro next Friday. Might even do a little bit of filming beforehand. Talk a bit about it.
Yeah, a lot of time. It's like even when I do.
Oh no!
Hey, big bad Benji.
Oh no!
Hey, Benji.
Looks like Benji's on the spicy sauce.
On the new shit.
Oh
yeah, that looks. It's I don't mind trying that. The hard
solo, is it?
That's all right.
I saw someone drinking it, and they were saying it was just like normal solo, pretty much. That you can't tell the difference, really.
It is.
You're on the sauce, Benji.
Yep.
Boost.
Oh no! You're not coming on my stream drunk, mate.
I'm only having one. It's only a taste.
Better that he takes
Taste
one
of
too.
Yeah, one or one too. Is it one or one too many, Benji?
Just one. Just one. Not
Too
not
many.
one too many.
How much of the can have you had already, Benj?
Hey,
Not much.
one too many.
I was just thinking, you look a bit happy there, mate.
No.
Yeah, it looks like
just-
me after a few drinks.
Like I don't drink bugger all now, but when I used to when I used to work and stuff, and when you finish, it's always nice to like crack open a cold one. I used to be fairly big into Heineken, so
Oh, the
like
Dutch beer, eh?
really cold Heineken hits the spot.
Yes, I like I really like the Heineken Zero.
Yeah, I'd have to try that.
So I can't crack.
I like my European lagers like Beck's and Carlsberg and Heineken and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think the last time I drank was in April, my brother's birthday, and we had some Kilkenny and Guinnesses.
Kilkenny, you know. They got Kilkenny in Australia.
So Kilkenny's like an Irish ale,
Yeah, I know
and
what
then
the
obviously
Kilkenny
Guinness
is.
is
Yeah.
a darker, like a stout.
Yeah, partly the Guinness in Ireland tastes a little bit different than it does outside of Ireland. The Guinness.
Yeah, it's probably because like local ingredients do slightly taste different. Like when I moved here from England, chocolate's definitely different here. Like even Cadbury Dairy Milk is different in UK to it is in Australia. Even meat tasted different. So like beef and stuff even tasted different here.
Yeah, it's depending where you get it from too.
So yeah. So that's why I can imagine that Guinness is different in Ireland because say like all the hops or whatever they're using, because of the environment, the environmental changes and differences, it probably has a slight different flavour. All the ingredients, even sugars and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So you like Victorian stuff, eh, Dylan? You said I like
good old Dylan B. Yeah.
Yeah, he said I like
Crown
Crown
Lager.
Lager, Victoria Peter, and Leo beer. And then he said I like all alcohol.
And he said he
And
likes
I like vodka cruiser. Oh, vodka
cruiser.
pop drinks.
Vodka cruiser is what we used to all call lolly water back in the day, because you can just smash them down and just like you can drink them like they're nothing, and then obviously you start getting a bit merry. Yeah. I do like the double black though. The double black's alright.
Yeah, because me and my mates used to call. Yeah, me and my friends used to call Victoria Cruiser Victoria freaking soft drink. Alcoholic soft drink.
Sounds like Ali would even go out and get a rum and raisin chocolate block just to have the alcohol. Oh, I'm hanging for a drink. Starts chewing one. You start eating it when you're at Woolworths before you even get to the counter. You're walking around looking at the other stuff, just chewing on it, eating. Oh, can I pay for this empty packet, please?
How's your day, Benji? See you there looking at your phone?
Right. No, I'm not on my phone. Phone's not actually on charge. But my day was alright.
No more stresses lately from school? What?
Pardon?
No more stresses from school or anything lately?
It's school, so there's obviously going to be a bit of stress.
Yeah, I graduated all right. Back in 1998.
The stress is like waking up in the morning after like being up all night. Like 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock. Oh, I better get to sleep, and then all of a sudden you have to get up at like 7 in the morning for school or whatever.
Yeah.
I remember I fell asleep in class once, and the teacher slammed a big textbook in front of me. Oh, I don't fall asleep in the class.
Back when they used to have
so boring. Then.
Back when they used to have the cane, you used to get the cane all the freaking time. It says, "Here you go, principal." Whack, whack, whack. I used to be a naughty little boy. Because I used to
You used to get the cane, bloody hell. You're not that old, Roger. You used to get...
I'm 43. Yeah, I used to pick up the cane back in the 80s. They only took it out in New South Wales in the early 90s. About 92,
I must have
93.
just missed it.
Yeah,
I'm born in 86.
Yeah, one of my friends who was 2 years younger than me got it. I'm 42.
I remember my granddad used to tell us like as kids stories about it, and he got hit with like what you call a thong here, like a sandal, and he was getting hit by it on his hand or whatever. But because it wasn't hurting, he was trying not to laugh. And the teacher's like, "Oh, does this hurt? Does it?" Like, you know, like trying to discipline him. And he's like, "Oh, yeah, it hurts really badly." And he was trying not to laugh because he was like, you know, he found it funny and stuff.
Yeah, because I used to be a horror little SHIT for the first couple of years while I was going to school, man. I was a horror little shit. I used to have to cheat dudes and fight everybody.
I used to cop the wooden spoon as a kid. But I always knew how to wreck the wooden spoons. I'd put my arm up like that, and the wooden spoon would always whack me right here on this bone, and it would break the wooden spoon.
Is that the beginning of your? So that's the beginning of Robbo's Fat Life journey.
Yeah, break the wooden spoon on you, people.
It's like, oh, I kind of like that actually. Now, every time he goes around a woman's house, he's like, "Oh, you don't happen to have a wooden spoon around, do you?" If she gives him a weird look, he's like, "Oh, you know, I was going to do some cooking with you." If she smiles, then he knows that he's good.
Mother of gods. Mother of gods.
Oh, sorry, Dylan. I said that this wasn't going to become a spicy stream. Hopefully his parents aren't watching. Sorry, Dylan B. Parents.
Well, don't worry about me. I'm 43.
We're talking about making cupcakes with wooden spoons and stuff, you know.
And put a little ice cream
like
on
those
top.
cupcake mixes.
In a little icing top.
Yeah, that's it. A bit of icing. Wink, wink, icing. She can taste my icing.
Oh no!
Yeah, like butter icing. I love it. Love the stuff.
I hope they leave the ice behind her.
Mm-hmm. Back in the day, you used to get those little fragrance things of like different flavors. You know, you a few drops in the icing just to give it a different flavor. That's what I'm on about.
I'm guessing that's just gone down by one.
Has it? Only one?
Oh no, we're
doing
still...
all right. I heard that, but I'm not sure why you gave me apologies. I'm just being a caring gentleman as always.
Dylan said I heard that, but I'm not sure why you gave me apologies, G.
Yeah.
It was like on one of my live streams, I was talking about fish tacos, and a few people in the comment section didn't understand what the reference was. They thought I was talking about food, and I was talking about good old fish tacos. No, you've got to love them with a bit of hot sauce. Giggling. The engine got out of it. Just got too spicy for him.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Oh dear.
I saw him like.
I love like an old woman.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Yeah, see Dylan B's comment. He knows what I'm talking about.
I still see the X.
What?
Nothing.
He's back.
The king prawn has just entered the ocean.
I was trying to check my school email just in case I got an email, but yeah, because I got it in my search bar, below my search bar, and I accidentally clicked it, and then it just kicked me.
I can make it more spicy if you want, Ali. If you said wow, I can make more spicy for you if you want.
Yeah.
In more ways
I think
than one.
Ali's starting to get those spicy juices flowing.
I can
Well,
really
back
get
in
the
my
fire
day-
started if you want.
Back in my day, Benji, most of the time we didn't get emails. We got it by post. So it's like
Same with me.
if it was certain letters that you didn't want your parents to see or whatever, somehow they used to get lost in the post.
That's like if parents
Oh,
like big
no,
report card half the time, let alone anything
Well, that
else.
never rocked up. Tearing it up in your room. No, that didn't come. I think Ali's having fish tacos for dinner by the looks of it.
I used to fight with my mum once, and she said about big report card because she used to go down that, and Mum says, "Why your grades is a D this time?" I don't know. The teacher's teaching me BS. That's another says, "Yeah, you said didn't listen." It says, "Next time, why would they tell me?" I want to be told. I was about 9 at the time. This is before Robert was born. Robert was born.
I think after letting down my parents a few times, they just gave up on worrying about what the report card said.
That gave up me since I went
The
high
thing is,
school.
though, some classes I'd not even try and I'd like get A's or whatever, and then some classes like I'll just get I'm having fish fingers.
Oh no!
So am I.
I just gave up trying, and I still got A's and B's and whatnot in class.
Oh,
A little bit whiffy around here.
hey, did you watch that whole video of my first anniversary of YouTube? Because that mentioned fish fingers in that. Did you watch
Yeah,
that?
I did.
Did it?
Yeah,
Did
Because I remember watching
watch
it.
the end of it? You gotta watch the end of it, man. I talk about fish fingers, and as soon as I mentioned the word fish fingers, I started pressing myself laughing.
yeah, you start laughing, laughing your face off.
I did watch it, but I think I was a little bit distracted.
Oh, I wonder why.
Yeah, your lovely co-host.
Yes.
It's super weird because in my home on YouTube, you know how they normally post like when people put new videos up. That one came up. A lot of times I get old videos from Tazdaz, and I'll like watch them. And that was back when 2 Aussie used to comment on Tazdaz's videos. So I go through and I like laugh at the 2 Aussie comment. My fingers smell metallic. Yeah, we call him the cyborg.
And Dylan said, I had fish fingers when I was a kid. That's
Where did he pull a McFlurry from?
We'd be stumped at my
Dylan
house,
had-
Dylan, because I like seafood.
What's going on here?
Oh,
That was
fish,
I
That's
had
why I
fat fingers when I was a young child, so not anymore because I'm not a seafood.
What sort of McFlurry is that?
It was supposed to be an Oreo one, but it's just plain.
Where's the Oreos?
Do a review, Benj.
Oh
Do
my
a
God.
review.
Mac
Just
is.
plain ice cream.
Yeah, it's supposed to be Oreo.
Do it.
Do it
Do
for
a
my
review.
birthmark on my right arm.
Do a review.
Do it for my birthmark on my right arm.
Oh, is that a birthmark? I thought that's where the old lady
Yeah.
from the shop picture.
No.
She was getting a bit feisty. She told you that she was, you're better in person. Oh, you look nice in person. Gave you
Yeah,
a
but
bit
she's
of a
about 60.
compliment.
She's about 10 years old younger than my mum.
Yeah, when you
And mum's
when
nearly
you
in her
pulled your arm
70s.
away, you had a false teeth on your arm like this.
I sent her over to Benji.
I reckon the best comment of tonight is I had fish fingers when I was young child, so
Yeah,
not
but I
anymore
got
because
the-
I'm not a seafood
I had an
person.
Oreo ice cream from. I had an Oreo ice cream storm from Hungry Jack's. Did it taste better from Hungry Jack's, mate?
If I ever turn gay, that's what I'm going to say to people. I had fish fingers when I was a young child, so not anymore because I'm not a
No. I'll leave it to Sil from John to be gay.
Oh, God,
Yeah,
my eyes are watering.
I'll leave it up to Sir Elton John to be gay.
Robbo's worst nightmares. The
Oh,
McFlurries are better at Hungry Jack's.
I'm gonna sit over this side.
Hello, Hungry Jacks. Benji misses
Trying to
you.
get down there.
Bloody
Not
hungry.
long ago, when Benji went to Hungry Jacks, he loves it so much he pups it like a puppy dog.
So I finally did a caveman who we all see in the comments. He wanted me to do these onion rings, and oh man, I was giving him shit in that video because I didn't like him that much. And when I was editing, is not funny. I hope that's
G
jokes. I
said,
don't like jokes.
G is not that. G is now. It's not that funny. I hope joke. I don't like joke at the moment.
What?
Well, he won't like me because that's all I tend to do on these live streams.
Dylan B said,
It's like
G
I was saying,
is not that funny. I hope that's joke. I don't like joke at the moment. And
Well,
God,
I
you're
think it's
seeing
because
the
I made
screen there.
gay.
What?
I think it's because I made a gay joke, but it wasn't like aimed at no one because I said it about myself. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dylan
So it
said,
wasn't,
don't take it
you
away,
know.
mate.
I'm sorry that you don't like my sense of humor. If you watch Funkin' Hungry, it's all I do in most of my videos. Try and come up with something silly to say.
I don't mind your jokes, to be truly honest. I don't mind your jokes. Because I'm easily humoured and see things.
The joke I made about Caveman when I ate the onion rings he's told me to review. I said, Fisher Price's onion rings for a child. I'm like, Fisher Price, my first onion ring. Because I was saying like they would like the flavour was like something a child would eat. Hardly any flavour.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I made the stream awkward now by not being funny, and Dylan doesn't like jokes. Robbo's just shaking his head. He's like, "Oh, typical G. Always causes the spiciness. The spicy.
Yes.
We need to have a spicy level when it starts going up
G,
and down.
Gee, I'm doing mental health live stream tonight, so.
Everyone don't like
but
I only like is dad joke and knock knock joke. Yes, Dylan said everyone don't like a prank joke, but only like is dad joke and knock knock jokes.
G's looking a bit stoned in that photo, Benj.
What was the joke? What was the joke, Dylan? Dylan, I want to know what the joke was. I want to pinpoint this joke so I can tell G off.
Yeah, Aussie style.
What joke didn't you like, Dylan?
Prank joke.
Lucky he didn't come on the panel. We would have got grounded by his parents if they had.
Yep.
I've got a knock joke for you. Knock knock.
Good for that.
Knock knock.
Who's that?
G.
G who?
G that unfunny plonker.
Oh no.
I was going to say something else, but I thought I'd better keep it PG or.
Fair enough.
G who? Yeah, exactly. He's already forgot me.
The StreamYard chat's a bit slow.
Dylan's already forgot me. It's like the Men in Black. He's got the Men in Black, like, you know, like erase the memory. You'll forget this now, Dylan. And let's see if I can use this little prop. Look into this, Dylan. Now forget the joke.
He's not.
That's all right, Dylan. No one laughs. No one laughs at me, so I'm used to it. That's why I have to keep on trying so hard. You know, I keep on trying my hardest just to see if I can ever make someone laugh.
Dylan, you should see my live streams. Far out.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I turned a mental health live stream into a spicy one.
Yeah, well, that's all right.
No one
makes it less stressful.
Yeah.
Some of those
obviously
depressing.
Obviously, I've been on the stream, and if someone's like, you know, has issues, I don't like start acting a fool. I let someone vent or whatever if they need.
Yeah.
I put
I'm
Dylan.
wondering how it's going to go tonight, actually.
I put Benji was Paul's then, but no. Yeah, Dylan's still nothing on it. Benji, I say. Sorry, Benji.
Mrs. Austin hasn't turned up yet.
Dylan's mad now.
Uh-oh.
He's going to become a Terminator.
Oh, my God.
Yes,
Really?
Benji, that made me mad a bit. I think I might come a Terminator soon.
Get him up here on
This one's for
panel.
you. This joke's for you, Dylan. I'll be back.
Love it. Yeah, I'll be back too,
I'm
guys.
back.
I'll see you in a minute.
Don't ask to. Oh,
Sorry.
Benji's back.
Anyway, sorry, Dylan. I'm sorry that you don't like. Sorry that you don't like my sense of humour. Roger, try not to laugh. Anyway, this is Roger's stream. I'll let him take the reign.
And you're one of the moderators, G. You and my brother, Robert Favlas, both moderators.
Yeah, well,
it's
if you're a
Dylan.
little bit sick, unfortunately, he doesn't like my sense of humour, but that's why I try to, be a bit funny, try to cheer people up, make them feel better about themselves. But I think it was the seafood joke he didn't like.
Yeah, it's either seafood or the calling yourself GAY, the gay. You know?
Yeah, I reckon it was that one. It must have been a bit of a trigger word for him.
Oh no.
Okay, what G said.
Must have been one of those people that's got, 1 foot out of the closet and the rest of their body in it, and they don't know if they're going to come out or if they're going to stay in there. If you know what I mean.
I do know.
All right.
I've been troubled this earth for 43 years on here. I haven't had a few things.
Yeah, you don't want to know, Ali.
No,
I won't say it again because...
A little sore throat at the moment. Dylan.
Oh man, I could make a joke. I could make a joke about that right there, but I won't.
A sore throat? Or what G said?
No, the sore throat and the reason why. If this was a Robbo stream, I probably would.
Oh, you can have jokes here if you want. I'll let you get away with a few jokes.
You're welcome to do that on my live stream, G.
You can get away with it on my stream too. You can say what you want.
Look out. The neighbourhood.
Even Benji can
Rolfus is calling a gentleman.
Hello, Paul.
Hello, Paul.
And
I like
I'm
how
King Rolfus. Hi, Rolfus.
I'm in before Benj. Roger G. Benj. In before Benj again. Benj is in before Robbo.
Rolfus and Paul and Dylan and Ali in the House of Representatives. You can get away with anything on my stream.
I was just going to say that Dylan's probably got a sore throat from all the fish fingers he's been eating.
I know he supports Carlton AFL. Oh, Dylan.
Oh, that's right. He said he didn't like it. That's right. He said he didn't like seafood anymore. Sorry, my bad.
Hey, Paul, you and Dylan might not talk AFL because Dylan supports Carlton, mate. You support the Crows. Let's have something in common, mate.
Yeah, and also I think Paul likes. Paul used to like fish fingers as well, but he went off seafood. I heard he doesn't like seafood anymore.
Yeah, you can get away. You can talk about anything here if you want, even if it's about SEX or SEX jokes or whatever.
Paul's probably going to come up here and probably eat a Turkish delight in front of us.
In front of Robert, especially if Robert doesn't like Turkish delight. I do. I like Turkish delight.
That's what I was going to say. That's what I was going to say, Benj, but I wasn't, going to go there because I've already caused a bit of havoc.
Manly man.
It must have been a busy day in the corner.
Benji sells himself for 50. Yes, Carlton's playing tonight against Collingwood, but some AFL's football is cheating. How is it cheating, Dylan?
Like, maybe he's playing the video game and he turned on the cheat codes.
I know he's a Carlton supporter. I know what they call AFL in Queensland. They're called Aerial Ping Pong Fairy League. When I used to live in Queensland. They used to call Australian Aerial Ping Pong Fairy League.
That's
Well,
good.
it's a bit gay, isn't it? Footy's a bit gay, like a bunch of big bulky men running into each other, you know, and tackling and touching each other
Then-
with a big ball.
And they like the one thing that I always wondered about AFL, how short the shorts are. It's like I swear every time you watch it, they get shorter, and next they'll be running around in a G-string.
Every time that Carlton lose that match, that is cheating.
So in other words, if his team loses, it's cheating.
Yeah,
But if his team wins, it's not cheating.
Yeah, that's basically what he's saying. He says every time your team loses, they cheated to win, and every time
And
your
also,
team wins, it's a good win. That's what I was saying.
yeah. I wonder if Dylan's one of those people that shout at the TVs, you know, like, oh, those people, are, like, especially when you go to pubs and, like, all of a sudden you hear someone shouting, you think they're about to have, like, some sort of spastic attack, and you're like, looking around, you're like, what? And they're just shouting at the TV.
Yeah, you get that, because I was at the, on one of the pubs here in town that's doing state origin between New South Wales and Queensland. And this guy from Victoria is off his head when Queensland won that time. He went off his head and got booted out. And said, "You fucking cunt! You fucking cunt, you assholes!" That's all that.
All of a sudden you hear people shouting. You hear the glasses starting to shake on the tables and stuff, and beers spilling, and you're like, oh god. Ali's trying to flirt with Rolfus.
Oh.
She's eating her
Rolfus
fish
is married, Ali.
whilst listening to G'day Rolfus. It's like she did a story, but just in one sentence. She's eating, she's listening. G'day Rolfus.
I'm eating while listening. G'day, Rolfus.
She must be.
Isn't
she
he
must be
your
licking her
stepfather or
fish
something,
fingers.
Benji Rolfus? Benji?
Sorry, Dylan.
Yeah.
When I make a joke in my next video, I'm just going to have to say, oh, sorry, Dylan.
Well, make sure everyone
No one's gonna-
sub to Ben. Well, Benji has made videos for a while. G, Robert Disabled Vlogger, Rolfus, Dylan B, my brother, Robbo Five Life, Robert Disabled Vlogger,
And
but I
Ali.
mentioned him already.
And you've got to sub to Ali. I'm a fire starter. I think Bravo wants to sub to her.
What? Who?
Which Robbo?
Who am I subbing to?
Ali the fire starter.
Yeah, I'll sub to
Who
her.
aren't you subbing?
Robbo,
Who aren't you subbing to?
Exactly.
Robbo, I need to talk
Yes.
to you real quick.
Yes.
That TikTok live stream I was watching with you and them
Yes.
women calling them bitches and stuff. You need to
Yes.
calm down, man.
That was good. It was.
I see why you're on Fit Life now.
Oh, shut up. That was
Why,
gonna
you
fun.
jealous?
They
You
were
won't go on the
okay.
Fed Life, the Benji?
One of those chicks is probably coming on YouTube tonight.
Hey, Benji, you're
The
jealous
live
you're not on
stream.
Fed Life.
Yeah, I'm serious. They're probably coming onto the YouTube live stream tonight.
Fit
Who
Life.
was you being rude to again, Robbo?
The ones I was being rude to on on TikTok.
Hey, Benji, you're jealous you're not on Fed Life, are you?
I'm not on Fit Life. Never will be.
You're a bit jealous of her, mate.
Nah.
I love that. As soon as you said that, Benji like changed. It's like-
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like perfect timing.
Oh. If I put in the good slave office.
But yeah, I've got to go as soon as I got someone backstage on mine because I've sent out the invites now.
Okay.
G's having a good look at some OnlyFans material on his phone there.
No,
Yeah,
he's trying to
just
find me. He's trying to find me on FetLife.
Maybe you guys
No,
can
don't
link up
flatter
on
yourself.
FetLife.
No, I'm looking at Ben just right. I'm looking at my OnlyFans. I'm just like commenting back to my fans because it's the only
Oh,
place that
yeah.
I can get fans. It's the only place I've got fans.
Is your
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans called the G Spot?
Now, someone reckons those dim sims Grego already reviewed these and they look crap. You dodged a bullet, I reckon. But $18. Oh, no, never mind. He's talking about those bloody pasta pizzas that Domino's are doing. Domino's to put pasta on pizza and they're charging $18 for delivery.
Yep.
I mean, I'd have to be rich to review shit like that.
Is that you really, Paul, or Paul Styles? Or?
No, it's
No,
not.
that
It's not. It's
That
not.
wouldn't be
No.
Paul. He wouldn't do that.
Is this the second time he come up here too?
No. Now, this is what people do. They come in with actual people's names that we know, and then they
Yeah,
try
I just
to troll with their names.
And
I've
also,
had people
if you look in
come
the
in with all your names.
if you look in the private chat, you can tell it's not him because it's just spamming all this gibberish.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bollocks.
exactly.
It's
He
the same
came
person
here
all the
a couple
time.
of
It's
minutes
weird
ago.
as. Sometimes I wonder who it is. It's like it's probably too Aussie.
No, it wouldn't be him.
Oh,
I doubt it'd be him. He would have said something nasty to you by now, G.
I don't think he would stoop that low.
He wouldn't sit that low.
No.
Might be a lot of things, but he wouldn't do that.
No, I don't think so.
The only thing he's a my voice went weird. The only thing he's done, he went onto my hobby channel on TikTok and for some reason followed it.
Oh, he's just supporting you, mate.
Until he realises
Yeah, but he doesn't.
nice
He's supporting you to the troll.
But he says my content's trash. But somehow he knows that I'm also go by G the Hyper Sapien. So how would he know that without watching my content?
Don't know.
That's when we need like the Twilight Zone music. Like,
Yeah.
it's one of those mysteries that will never be solved.
That's for the pizza.
I don't mind. It's all just a bit of a laugh anyway. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Too Aussie.
whoever the troll is, it's probably someone. It's probably like Lincoln Kane.
It's not too Aussie. And I know it's not real too Aussie because, you know, I know it's not real too Aussie.
That's
It's
not the real thing.
AUISSIE.
Yeah, they spelled it wrong.
Yeah, and there's usually a couple of A for a start.
It's AUSSIE. There's no extra I.
Yeah. No.
They spelled it wrong, so it's obviously a troll.
Yeah, because we. Plus, two Aussie wouldn't stoop this low anyhow. Even if he's
No, he
tried.
wouldn't. He wouldn't.
Nah,
Even if he
too
tried.
Aussie,
He would only
Two-
do it to G.
Yeah, but
He'd do it to G.
I don't watch his content, but it would be funny if he like retaliated with the little jokes I'd say to him. It would be funny if one day he did one. That would be totally eats one.
He used to do live stream.
yeah, he hadn't done
Yeah.
one for about.
I mean, I didn't
years.
mind him as well didn't mind him back in the day, but it's just he's become a bit of a I don't know, like trendsetter or whatever you want to call it, like a Eshe. He's
Yeah, well, every time he goes to a drive-through, they seem to know him.
because he probably goes to the same bloody try-through all the time. And he has his name in the app as Too Aussie, so it's like, oh, is that Too Aussie? And he's like, oh, I'm famous, they know me, but really, it's because his name in the app is Too Aussie.
Yeah.
It's like if I use the app, they'll say my real name because I have my real name in the app, so they'll say
Yeah.
like, is your name this? And I'll be like, yeah.
Fair
Everyone here knows my real name anyway, but yeah, like good old
Yeah,
Brett
Changed mine.
Too
I need
Aussie.
to change mine to Robbo.
And then he
Yeah,
like looks at
but-
the camera like, "Oh, see, I'm famous. Everyone knows me." It's like, dude, you have 2 Aussie as your app name. That's why. And they call out your name in the app because it comes up on their screen. Because I've been into Hungry Jack's before, and normally I don't normally go in person to Macca's. I normally go through drive-through. But a few times I've been to Hungry Jack's, and it like says your name on your order
yeah. I know what you
if
mean.
you use the app.
I use my real name for the apps too, because the 2 people here on the panel knows my real name. It's just you 2 and Robert, the disabled vlogger. That's my full name, my real name.
I don't care if people know my name, but it's kind of like like I'm sure all you guys know it. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but I'm not
Ben's
going to
would.
say it. I'm not going to say it.
I know Robbo and Roger does, but it's like mysterious. Like, will people ever know outside of like the people that I allow?
Yeah, because I don't say your name.
Because it's kind of funny. Like a lot of people say "funkin' hungry," but obviously some people say "G" or whatever.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah, because it come up to sometimes.
I thought it was
two
funny
Aussie,
the other day.
two Aussie spam in the chat.
Yeah.
Two
I thought it was funny the other day.
sees.
I said that I was going to
sees.
say your name on my live stream, and then all of a sudden you said it.
Yeah, I did.
You.
Because I've got the
That's
same
the
name as
surname,
my
Brent.
I've got the same name as my granddad and also my dad's brother, my uncle. So it's
I've
like
got another
passed down
brother
a little
called
bit in the
Lance.
family.
I got another brother
What's your
called Lance.
granddad's
He does the same name as my uncle and my grandfather.
Benj came out with a good one there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the same name that I have, Benji.
Oh yeah, I totally know what that is.
Do you? That's all right. I've got Robbo and Daz and Rolfus on my Facebook now. I think Rolfus was the first person to add me. Then I added
I'm gonna find you now.
Robbo and I added. Yeah, come on. You have to. If you've got Daz on your thing, won't you? Go for his friends list.
Yeah, I'm there too. If you want to add
Just scroll down his friends list, and when you come across like a stupidly handsome bastard, then that will be me.
No,
And my name is I got a British last name because I'm British.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, I'm from British, Scottish, and Jewish descent.
Yeah. Oh, Mrs. Often's backstage on my thing now.
Okay, you can hop over if you want, brother.
Oh, I'll go in 10 minutes. Because I've got to start on time now that I've told certain people to come on.
Yeah, I got your live stream in my watch later list, so I'm gonna watch it by a bit late.
All right, mate. Yeah. All good.
I wonder if good old Dylan's still in the chat, or if we've. I was going to say we, but I'll just blame myself. I scared him off.
Yeah, Dylan. I'm not sure if Dylan, but Paul.
I'm surprised Daz hasn't popped up. He must have had a busy day or whatever.
Yeah, probably has. Because I know he popped up on Brother's stream. Taz does. Because remember, it's Taz does, Robbo and Eugene, myself, on my brother's stream a few weeks back. He weighed himself too early and sucked the 80 kilograms. That's the way he wanted to get that.
Lot. Yeah, you've lost a bit as well, eh?
Yeah, it used to be up my heavy, so
his chest muscles. Oh, Dylan's still here. Appreciate it, Dylan.
Yeah, at my heaviest, it was 120 kgs or 265 pounds.
Yeah.
I'm under 100 now, about 95 ish.
Yeah.
Oh, who's this? Who's this bloke that just sent me a friend request? He worked it out.
Oh no!
He worked it out.
He decoded it. He decoded the face.
Now he looks like the Cheshire Cat. Now he's worked it all out.
I'm very smart.
Well, aren't they in
Oh,
alphabetical
you've
order?
actually
It's pretty easy to work out. He obviously went to the G section of the friends list.
Yeah, my last name starts with B.
Yeah.
Could be Brown.
I've
Could
only
be-
been here for 15 minutes, but you were doing a great job on your first live stream, Roger.
No, I tried to.
You went,
Robbo and yourself growing confidence too in both your streams, especially you, Robbo. You're growing
Yeah,
leaps and bounds in
I
your
have,
confidence.
It's all the shit I've had to
Usually
I'm
put
doing
up
a
with.
terrible job.
Yeah, because at first you were a bit nervous and at first, but then you grew in confidence as you did more streams. You know.
I still do get nervous, but it's not as bad.
Yeah, because I thought
Ali
you were a
said
bit
she's still
nervous.
here, but listening.
I've been here for 15 minutes, but you're doing a great job on your first live stream, Roger. That's all right, Paul.
I reckon
Yeah.
I've done a couple of live streams, and I don't know how, but I've spoke for like 3 odd hours by myself.
I don't know
When
how
you're
you
by
do
yourself,
that,
though, talk about chat, talk about bangers and talk about bangers and mash for about an hour. No, just running on.
I think to myself,
Yeah.
he's not even breathing. How this guy's so on? This guy's not even breathing.
Yeah. And the only way I know how long I've been on for, I look at the live little counter, I'm like, oh crap, I've been on for ages.
Yeah, thinking, is she even alive? She's not even breathing. It took me.
Mrs. Austin, he's definitely crazy.
Hey, Austin.
Well, who's crazy?
I think she thought you was talking to yourself, I guess. Because
Oh,
she probably
Miss
see
Austin.
like,
I'm not crazy. Leave me alone.
I am.
No, I'm not crazy.
I only got the 3 string yarns. Can't make out any.
I just thought I'd put my camera and microphone on to make people think that I was crazy.
then she's calling the cops on you. He's like, oh, I've got a crazy guy in this live stream.
Oh no, that's funny.
Mrs. Austin was probably like, is he on the phone? No,
But
he's
if
not
you're
on the
my side of
phone.
the story over on
Is he
mine.
still talking to Is he talking to himself? I trust Paul to come in and start talking to the women.
Oh, of course. Bloody.
He's only been here 15 minutes and he's already talking to them.
Oh, Jibediah. Oh, mother of all gods.
Yes.
Yeah, because I have to move the stream forward by a day because everything's happening on the weekend and that. That's why I brought it forward by 24 hours.
Yep. Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, I might need to talk to myself for a few more hours over the weekend just to get my watch time up.
Good idea.
Yeah, the max time I have per month and the free live stream is 20 hours a month.
Actually, I was thinking maybe on a Saturday I could go live earlier before someone else goes live, and then I can end mine when someone else is ready to go live.
I don't know.
Yeah, like last time, obviously, it was spent a bit of time on your live stream, but went live. It's just I guess because sometimes my streams go for a while. I don't when it starts getting too late. Obviously, people are going to go to bed or just get bored or whatever.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
No, well, I could start mine at 6 o'clock. I could easily start mine at 6 o'clock and go through till 7, 8.
I do martial arts 4 days a week, Monday to Thursday, and I usually run through to about.
All right, I got to go, guys. I got someone else backstage now. I got to go.
See ya.
See you.
All right. Take care.
Good tag.
See you, Flash.
Editing.
See you, Barry.
It's even G.
I think Benj was going to do something that Dylan would get aggressive about.
I'm starting at 2 a.m. Yeah. So, yeah, that's a bore on me and everything.
I'm going to go on to Robbo. I'm going to go onto Robbo's live stream just so I can see who this special guest backstage that made him move like, he moved like grease lightning then.
It'd be Mrs. Austin.
Mrs. Austin, he didn't seem to care about that she was waiting for him. Poor Mrs. Austin. And then all of a sudden his special guest or whatever, and all of a sudden he never seen him move so fast.
I got his live stream backstage, so if he starts a bit early, I would normally watch back the next day anyhow, the next day or two, and then I'll get around to the internet.
Yeah.
Like back in the day, I didn't.
I'm gonna jump board.
Good tag.
Oh, how dare you! You're going to betray us. See you on the flip side. In before G. That's why he's doing it, so he can get on Robbo's stream.
Yeah. 7:56. Oh no, that because this anywhere is about 5 minutes slow. This computer of mine, like the normal time, like on the computer. I see it now with 56. Glad to see all your faces. Yeah, please see my ugly face. I'm very ugly.
No, don't say that.
Well, I've been punched. I had my nose broken twice. Cut open. And over here,
I'm living in the future. Yeah, I'm living in the future, Paul, because it's 7:25 for me.
Yeah, no, I'm 7:55 here. I'm how ahead of you, because you got Central Australian Standard Time.
Yeah.
And I live in Eastern Daylight Saving. Oh, not Daylight Saving. It's just up to October. Don't be me. Eastern Standard Time, Australian Eastern Standard Time, or Pacific Time for Mrs. Austin.
Let us know who's still in the chat.
Mrs. Austin,
Mrs.
Paul.
Austin.
Yeah, it does mean already.
Time difference.
Yeah, it is crazy. There's always time differences, doesn't matter where we go in the world. Australia's got 3 different time zones.
Man, Ali's still here. Cheers, Ali.
Yeah, Australia's divided into 3. We've got Eastern Standard Time, Central Australian Time where you live in G, and Western Australian got Western Standard Time.
Yeah, it's because Australia's so damn big. By the time you get over to another part, it's like the times change.
Yeah, the thing is, it wasn't this time when I left. Oh shit, I'm a different part of the world. Because I know the coastline of Western Australia is as long as USA is wide. The Western Australian coastline is as long. Apparently, it's as long.
It's huge.
Yeah, because the coastline of Western Australia is long. Is as USA is wide. From Atlantic Ocean to the Pacific Ocean, is wide.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. It's like Australia's not that developed yet. Like the population's not as high as obviously America or even England and stuff like that.
Yeah, because Australia's got 26 million and USA is about nearly 400 million.
Mm.
And in the UK is about about 80 million. The UK, what I've heard, but Paul. And I live in the most populated state in Australia, NSW. It's got as much population in New South Wales as New Zealand's got.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, as New Zealand's got.
Yeah.
Is that you really, Ali? Turn your camera on, but it's ain't not on. I know it would be poor to time zones because the only places they have daylight savers Northern Territory, Queensland, and Western Australia. And I live three of those places too. As I said, Queensland, Northern Territory, and Western Australia. I wouldn't mind living in Queensland.
At your house? Or did he leave?
Yeah, left because you got a bit ill and that because you got a bit of a head cold.
Yeah.
That's why it sounded a bit funny. Got a bit of a head
Okay,
cold.
yeah.
He lives up near the normal. We got to high school. He lives in one normal high school. Lives near there, across the road from the local high school and that. I know that I forgot. I know it's the house what it looks like, but not the number, because Rod painted all blue and green and that. Because he knows I can't
Okay, so
see
you just
blue.
look.
Yeah, because I can't see green that well, so I see it's blue and grey. Because he knows I'm
Okay.
red green. Because I see red as black and green as grey. And that's why I put a part of it's green. Because he knows it's grey
So
in
you
my
just
eyes.
like,
If this is.
you can just look out for the.
Yeah, for the blue mostly. There's only one that's fair that got blue, part of it blue.
Yeah. I reckon Tazdaz is going to be upset that he didn't get to watch this.
He's probably over Robbo's or something. It's 8 o'clock now, so Robbo would have started yabbering away. You can say anything you want to. Anything you want, even if it's just rude or crude. Even
Me or Robbo?
You. You or the
Yeah,
comment
like
can say that as well.
It's like I don't try to offend anyone, but
Yeah, but we need a sense of humour. That's what people need, you know. Because that's well funny, you know.
Well, it's like if I upset someone, it's like obviously I don't really feel good about it, but when I see Miss Austin,
It's a
Ali, I'm having trouble with my cam. Can I join audio? Just
something called John's in
catch
the
a screen.
backstage.
It's probably the same twat that keeps on changing their name.
Yeah, it's just the top of the head. So
Ali said it's not her. So at least she's smart
and
enough
that's not
to
Ali.
let us
Well,
know.
unless Ali changed gender.
Don't get me started on that. If Dylan's still here, he'll probably get offended if I say something. Oh, how dare you, Paul? Why are you going to have a laugh at us for?
Yeah, because I know it's not Ali because it's changed John unless Ali changed gender because it tells it fella because the way the head's shaped and that because women's got a little bit different facial features to guys. Women do.
Okay.
And tells a fella it looks like in his late teens, early 20s. He's obviously younger than me.
I mean, especially if you watch any live stream that I'm on, I can be serious and, I can...
Yeah, like you did the other night when you're
try.
doing it. Like what you got to do with your telling that because you had a good long talk about that.
Yeah, about injuries and mental health and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, because when you're doing the telling why you did it and all that stuff, yeah. I watched the other bit. I didn't say anything. That's when you keep talking without getting distracted by me and that.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough.
Yeah, because I don't want to distract you too much because I know Tazo was saying stuff about it, but I don't want to distract you just in case you get sidetracked what you're saying. And I thought, better not distract you too much.
No, that's fair. It's like I just started talking about that sort of stuff, and obviously, as you said, like a couple of people in the comments mentioned it. You were serious when Hungry Jacks was on. I wouldn't really say serious. I was just trying to like chill everyone down because obviously Robbo was a bit emotional or upset about Sammy and stuff, and I didn't see it all, so I didn't really see all of what Sammy was doing. But obviously, Sammy seems like an alright bloke when he sort of realised that he was causing a bit of issues.
Yeah. Well, it's not Paul, Ali, because Paul's thing is a fair bit older than the guys pretending to be you and changed his name to John. Unless Paul shrunk in age. It looks like late teens, early 20s.
I don't know, Ali. The one time when I did a live and I had like lots of trolls in the comments, they were changing names to people that we know. You know,
Yeah,
so
like two
a
Aussie
lot
and
of
that,
these.
yeah.
Yeah, but even I think there's a fake Paul Styles account going around
Yeah,
and
because
stuff like that. So
because I can tell it's fake Paul Styles because I had the Y or something in it. And Styles, he doesn't have it.
yeah,
It's Stiles.
mm.
Don't these keep not Duell Dylan either. It's the same person from earlier, the
Oh,
Don fellow in the alley.
I mean,
Yeah,
it
you
is
too,
it is
mate.
crap in a way. It is crap in a way, but it's more so. It's just a little bit sad. It's like as Ali would know and stuff. We all joke and we try to have fun and just be entertaining or make people feel welcome. But I don't really know
Yeah,
why
that's it.
people. It's like it's Friday night or whatever, and someone's one or maybe probably a couple of people are making troll accounts and just trying to act like twats. It's just a little bit sad. It's probably younger people as well. And
Yes.
if I was young, I'd be with mates and we'd be just having a few drinks or whatever and trying to have fun, not coming on people's live streams just trying to be idiots. But I
Yeah,
mean, if they
that's
want to
about
do
it.
that, they do that.
Yeah, some people just go on there
Yeah, I
just to
know.
be idiots.
So, like, I know when I used to watch Two Aussie, I know he gets a few on there where
Yeah,
they changed their pictures to Two Aussie's picture,
yeah, because I
and
had one person
he
try and annoy. I had one person try and annoy me one time, and so-called Alex with two Aussie eating a scalp like this. And it's just
yeah,
something stupid in that there. Because yeah, there's some scalp out in Lithgow, which is about 3.5 hours northeast from me. Lithgow.
yeah.
Trolls cause trouble, but won't let them win. That's about it, Paul. That's 100% correct. Won't let trolls win. No, nothing but trouble.
It's like
It's
most of the time
100% correct.
when people troll me or even try to be nasty, what they want is obviously for you to get sort of, upset about what they're saying. So I just try to like
Yeah,
be positive about it and just they,
yeah,
they
that's
don't
what
like
it is.
it. Like negative people, even when I've been in like, toxic relationships or women,
Yeah,
who want to be toxic or upset you,
yeah,
they don't like it when it doesn't get to you.
yeah.
So if you
Because
don't get emotional and upset or whatever or angry, they can't
yeah,
handle it.
yeah, because they after the same reaction over and over again, they try to say things or do things so they can get a reaction. If they get the reaction, they can do it a little similar, but they also do it. It's the same way, but they might say different things. It's
Yeah.
just. I like playing mind games with trolls because I slowly twist the words and use it against them. The words against them slowly, and suddenly
Yeah.
when the words go against them, they get oh, why did you do this, mate? Oh, because I like slowly
also like
twisting the
doing
words
that.
around.
I also like doing that to telemarketers. I don't know why. It's like the other day I got a call and it was a lot of times they're Indian and stuff, and I'm
Yeah,
not racist. I don't have nothing against someone, but
yeah. I'm
obviously
not
a
got
lot of
nothing
them
against them
it's
either.
hard to
Yeah,
it's hard to understand some of them because some of them, they don't pronounce the words properly, and I mean I don't pronounce words that well anyway. But yeah,
yeah.
and then it
They
was
say it
funny.
in
They
their
said,
language.
"Oh,
Yeah,
they said pardon to me and stuff like what?" And I'm like,
they say
huh?
pardon.
And then
Yeah, they tell
but
them
it was
like
funny
yeah.
that
They say pardon
when
and
they said
pardon.
when they said sorry though, I'm like, why are you sorry? And then he ended up hanging up. But yeah, like
I
as well when people try to sell stuff as well, sometimes I like pretend I'm interested
know.
and just to they think they're getting a sale or whatever, and then like they'll end up hanging up on
Yeah,
me because I'll start like annoying them a bit. But yeah, it's just if they're gonna waste my time, it's like I'll
yeah,
waste their time a bit.
because all they're after is
Just
this. Hacking
yeah,
a
they're just
computer
after
and
money.
yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah. I
they can
mean,
do it even impossible. Because
and
also
if
they
they're trying
steal
to
it.
sell,
Go on.
yeah, yeah, they want you to like sometimes if they send you emails or whatever and tell you to click on them or whatever.
Yeah, like those phishing ones.
Yeah. So yeah, it's like if they're trying to sell solar or they're trying to, a lot of times they're saying, "Oh, do you want me to lower your bill and energy and stuff?" If I needed that, I'd go
Yeah.
and search myself for it. It's
Yeah,
like,
you research
I've said
yourself
that,
and compare and such. Yeah.
yeah, well, that's it. If I wanted solar or whatever they might be trying to sell, I'd be ringing places
Yeah.
up and trying to look for it. I wouldn't.
Yeah, and compare prices and everything. Yeah, that's what you have to do. Because
Yeah.
I got solar on my current house abroad, the current house I'm living in, because the last owners who was here got solar before I moved in.
Yeah.
So it's and I brought it over and been here since my new house since last October, about mid-October.
Yeah,
Because
nice.
he's live in a different part of town now. I live here, but now. Yeah, they do, Paul. They do pretend to be legitimate businesses and that, and they can't pronounce the words properly. Yeah, he says he get a lot of scam emails from Telstra.
I mean, I'm with Amazon and I get a lot of emails or text messages. It's like, oh, your Amazon account's been cancelled or whatever, and they obviously post a link, want you to click on it.
Yeah,
But it's like I pay yearly for Amazon, so I know that
Yeah.
I've like I paid it recently, so I know that I'm all good for a year. So it's not,
yeah,
and I use Amazon quite a bit, so it's I know if I have an issue with it, and if I have an issue, I'll just go directly to customer support
yeah,
and speak to someone.
yeah.
So yeah, it's
I'm
just
with
funny. I
Optus,
mean,
and Optus.
unfortunately,
Yeah.
people get fooled by it or
Yeah.
scammed, but you've got to be a little bit smarter than that to scare me.
Yeah, because I'm doing my business. I have to be careful of scams as well, and try to be on top of it. And same with Robbo Five. Like he works in the tech industry, and he has to be aware of scams and stuff all the time himself.
Yeah, like
And
what ones are going around and stuff.
yeah, because he does tech security and also repair computers and everything. What it is, he does a lot of that, and he fixes computers and puts sure the antivirus is up to date and everything, and make sure scams don't compromise the computers and everything. So you always have to be aware of what's going on and stuff like that.
Yeah, have to be aware so you can kind of like try to help people. Unfortunately, most people that would get fooled by it are like old people that like old ladies or whatever that don't really know technology that well, and you know that might be a little bit, you know, like their memory's not the best or whatever, and they might fall for stuff like that, which is definitely unfortunate. You know, it's not good
very
for them to
unfortunate.
try and screw over people that are probably already struggling as is.
Yeah, and also some phishing ones too, because once you click on some link, because it's phishing, and then they be forever trapped or feel like they were trapped until they somehow get out of it, you know, or somehow get themselves out of it and that. Yeah, I've seen you grow in confidence too, G, during your videos and that. I've seen like building your confidence up slowly. Your confidence has gone way up.
Yeah, well, I did have that, as you know, the other channel. So, you know, I kind of learned, I guess, a little bit from that. But then when I did do Funk and Hungry, I think sometimes as well, it's not just confidence. It's like I was trying to be maybe a bit too serious when I first did reviews. You know, I'm like these days I try to be a bit more laid back and sort of have a joke or just try to be a little bit more entertaining or whatever.
It does have to do these
days. Yeah, instead of sort of, and I guess show a little bit more of my personality instead of sort of just being a little bit of a zombie or a robot. I try and
like this,
like have a little bit of that's it. Just try and have a bit of fun with it. I mean, I know that you do that as well. Like, you know, a lot of times you sort of have a laugh and stuff when you do it.
Yeah, I mostly get my brother going a little bit joking before we do the video and get him joking a little bit. That's how we get it.
Yeah, like get in the mood a bit.
Yeah, because Robbo 5 Live is, if it gets going, it's good. You have to do is get him going,
Yeah.
so get him something to work with as a joke and that. Get something to work with, he will build on it, and like have a laugh out of it. You know, but he needs something to work with first to make it happen.
I think that's why sometimes these lives are good because, you know, people watch me, you, Tazdaz, or whoever.
Yeah,
But
and
like
they
you
see it
said,
on one side.
they just see sort of what you're like if you're just talking to the camera by yourself. But
Yeah,
it's different when you have to talk and listen to people and, you know,
yeah,
like
look,
bounce back and
yeah, banter back and forward and that. Yeah,
yeah, that's it.
yeah. I try to get my brother Robert Foss off to at least 500 freaking subscribers because he's got something planned, but he hasn't told me yet. There's got something in the pipeline. I don't want to tell anyone yet. But it says I get to 500. It's 300 and something now, but yeah, it says I got something planned. Maybe a live stream, maybe a celebration live stream. Who knows? He said.
Yeah, I think that the fact that we all help each other is helping to build our channels, you know, because like we'll shout each other out, or if we see, you know, people in the chat, we'll tell them to people to go and have a look at their channels. I've seen
like
that.
Dylan
I've noticed
B
that.
and yours.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why it was a little bit, you know, off when Dylan was getting upset at me. It's like I know that he's probably, you know, he's got sort of I think autism or whatever, which is understandable. I've worked with people with disabilities, so I know that they, you know, they process or understand social situations a little bit different. So, you know, he's probably thinking I'm being serious and rude when I'm just trying to sort of obviously be a bit jokey, but he forgets that I you know, I sub to a few on my other accounts just to try to help him push him to get over to the 1,000. So it's like, yeah, sometimes people sort of, I guess, forget what you do to help them if they get upset. But I think that's the thing with comedy as well. You know, even like when comedians stand up and stuff, it's like normally people only get offended when it's something about them. You know, they'll laugh if it's about someone else, but if it's something personal to them, they'll be that's a little bit too personal and get offended by it. That's why you just need to learn, even if it's something about your culture, your race, you know, whatever it might be. You have to just sort of learn to take it on the chin and just laugh at it anyway.
Yeah, because I know what people with autism are like. Because I got a cousin who's autistic. She's autistic, got autism in that she got diagnosed from an early age, and she processes a little bit different than I do. She's about 30-ish, in her mid-30s. She's older, slightly older, a few years older than Robert Five. But
Okay.
there it is.
Yeah, because I've volunteered in disability centres before, so I know that some people with autism, like they need carers, or they, you know, like some of them the speech isn't there or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like I'd never sort of, you know, like target someone like that for no reason or whatever. You know, I wouldn't want to make someone feel bad about themselves. So
Paul Stoll says, I also have a form of autism. What sort of autism you got? Got Paul.
Because when I was looking into my mental health, and I've got like depression, anxiety issues and stuff like that, and it's funny, my anxiety is like I can talk on live, and I've even done talks to like an audience, and I don't get anxious when it comes to stuff like that, but I have anxiety when it comes to other stuff. Normally my anxiety is if I've got, say, something in a few days, like I need to do an appointment or whatever, it's like it plays on my mind and it stresses me out.
So it's
stuff
a way
that's going to happen in the future. Asperger's syndrome.
Yeah, that's
so. But when I was looking into my depression,
go on.
Yeah. I was just going to say when I was when I was looking into my depression and stuff, someone did mention, "Oh, you might have autism," and I've done like this little test or whatever, and supposedly I think it's like 86 or 89% of the planet has a form of autism, so it's a pretty high number. You know that.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, so it's like, but as I said, it varies. You know, some people they can't control like their body or their speech at all. and they will need carers and stuff like that. And then
Yeah, those
obviously
are the
people
severe
like
ones,
Paul
yeah.
or whatever that are able to, cope and work and not need carers and stuff like that.
Yeah, because
Mm.
what Paul's got is a high functioning autism. It's now called autism spectrum disorder. Yeah. That's called now, Paul, yes. You got the high functioning one, don't you, Paul? The Asperger's one and that? Because I heard of it before. And I think it's a high functioning autism where they all right, but they slightly disabled at the same time.
Yeah, like I'd say their speech is okay, their body language and body movement is good, but just some social situations they might.
Yeah, that makes them
I
anxious,
mean,
yeah.
when it comes to Paul as well, he kind of understands that I'm just when I make jokes
Yeah.
or be a bit silly. He understands that I'm not, I don't mean any harm by it. So
Yeah, and he jokes on Robert the Disabled
obviously,
vloggers live stream, especially sex jokes and that. And it seems sometimes with the sex jokes and that. That's correct, G, he said. But you said about
yeah. So just I guess how some people can read the room. In other words, they can understand situations that they shouldn't get in and situations that they should and stuff like that. Some people with autism might not understand that. So he's saying I'm harmless as basically it's like if I actually did offend someone that I cared about or whatever, I would try and fix it and I would obviously apologize or just try to sort that situation out. Yeah, unfortunately, and I can understand. That's why I sort of didn't sort of get angry at Dylan or whatever because I could understand the barrier. I could understand that he wasn't understanding that it was like joke and it's like because you were laughing, Robbo was laughing, and Benj and stuff. Really, I kind of read the situation. You guys wasn't feeling awkward, and you guys were laughing, so I kind of continued it a bit.
The thing is,
and it's the same on Robbo's stream when I sort of make jokes and stuff. If the chat's laughing and the people on panel are laughing, it's like I will continue because no one's feeling uncomfortable or whatever.
Yeah, because the thing is with my brother, he needs something to work with so he can get going in that. If you say something, he might build on it and make it more funnier. You know what I mean? My brother. I got two brothers.
People do. Oh yeah,
brothers yeah. I got a full brother, and Robbo's my half brother. It's different.
So is your other brother older than you?
Yeah, about a year older.
Oh, nice.
And Robbo's my half brother. Got the same mother, different father as me and Rob. Same mother.
Yeah, so I've got an older brother, a younger brother, and a younger sister.
I got two half sisters. Robert's got a twin sister.
Yeah.
My brother Robert, that is, he's got a twin sister.
Yeah. Be pretty weird or different to be a twin. Like, just when it's one of those things. I guess you don't know what it's like unless you're sort of going through it, or you have one. I guess.
Yeah, unless you have a twin yourself, and that. Partly there's a six other you look like six other people in the world. Partly you look like six other people who looks identical to you. There's seven people who looks alike in the world, no? There's 6 copies of you.
When it comes to DNA and stuff like that, it's fairly different, but sometimes I guess it can be like similar or to the point where it's going to be people are going to look alike and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly, but it's just the face that looks like the same. That's all. Like it looks like 6 other people in the world. Before you know, because look like some Russian guy, What are you doing here?
Feel sorry. All right, take care, Ali. Cheers for joining in. Yeah, I was going to say I feel sorry for all the people that look like me.
Well, we can't help it with genetics.
Yeah, that's it. Is what's Robbo doing, Paul? Is he obviously he's live. Who's on his
Yeah,
panel?
would have been live about 20 odd minutes ago. Would have been Mrs. Austin.
Benji, obviously.
Benji, yeah. I think Benji just about worships Robbo at the times I got for the kid.
I just chucked it on them. He doesn't seem to have those other guys that he said was on. I think he said Adam was going to come back on. I guess they got busy, but
Yeah, probably had it on, but probably didn't spend that long on his panel or something.
yeah, maybe he was on just at the beginning.
Yeah, and the see you later sort of thing. Because I've watched Robert the Sober Vlog since I had 100 subs. And that's a fair while ago. Because he came up with my recommended because he was sort of looking at something else and he did some video and so I come and recommended.
Okay.
And so him. The same with Taz does because I did some Pepsi flavored drink. They come up with once in a while, Pepsi. And then it's come across to me, it's what Taz does, and apparently he did the same drink as well a couple of months beforehand. I looked at Taz does and subbed him ever since.
Yeah, that's how I came across the back catalogue they call themselves, which are the guys I mentioned earlier that are in Adelaide as well. It's like they did. I was eating some Cocoa Pops, and I just was interested in what other people said about it. So I wrote the name. I forget what they were. I think I don't know, Golden Gay Time or something. Cocoa Pops. I put it into the thing and it came up, and I watched them. I'm like, oh, these guys seem pretty chilled, and it turns out that they live around the sort of similar area.
Yeah. Robert does mention he was hoping other son. Yeah, because how I come across Robert, he's kind of recommended because I was looking at something else and Robert came up and so he had 99 subscribers, so I decided to click and make it 100. And Taz does a bit before that in 2018 because I did some Pepsi flavored drink. And it says Taz does also did one too. And it had some microphone come down from the roof or something. And speaking of microphone, he did the same thing. And actually, I did the same thing today. And he said something about those little skull glasses that Rod's got. It says, bring the new level those little skull glasses to the next level.
Yeah.
And so I decided that me and Rob to sub to him and been subbing since to him and that. Sometimes I call him.
It's weird because.
John?
I was just going to say it's weird because I watched like Grego. You probably come across him, Door TV, like a bloke with his kids. Used to watch him a bit and a few other people Aussies that do food reviews and stuff like that. But it wasn't until I started my own. I started originally. I started a Funkin' Hungry Instagram, and I was just posting like my reviews of food and stuff on there. And then when I wanted to do it on YouTube, and I just like you said, I started coming across people like Taz Daz and you and stuff because you would be like reviewing similar stuff that I'm doing, and obviously it started coming up in the suggestions. And stuff like that, and before I knew it, I started speaking to you and Taz Daz and other people, and realised we all sort of have similar interests, and we all do similar sort of stuff on YouTube. So
that's basically what it is.
Oh, we got Paddy in the chat.
Yep. Oh, I thought it'd be on Robbo's stream. Just so I usually see Paddy and that hanging around.
Yeah, I've seen them on Robbo's.
Yeah, because I've seen it a lot on Robbo's. And that's true.
Paddy's like, I left there. I think he's trying to be rude. She must be talking about me.
How come you're over here, Paddy, and not at Robbo's? Paddy, if you don't mind me asking. I'm banned from Robbo. It's only usual for Robert to ban people. Unless this is really cheese him off.
Yeah, like I know that I know Paddy has said some stuff. I don't know, I guess I don't know. I think sometimes Robbo, like I guess when he's not in like the happiest of mood or whatever, maybe he might take stuff to heart a bit. I don't know. I've never had a problem with him myself, but I
Yeah,
mean, I
that's
guess at
all.
the end of the day, it's his channel. It's his channel. He can do what he wants. But
Yeah. I know about Paddy's from Queensland. That's all I know about Paddy. That's all I know. Because it seems is from Queensland was before where everybody, when Robert says where we're from and Paddy says sometimes Queensland.
yeah,
I used to live in Cairns years ago when my stepfather was in the Royal Australian Navy and
so your older brother.
no, my stepfather.
Oh,
My
okay,
stepfather
yeah.
was in the Royal Australian Navy and he was stationed in Cairns for a few years. From
And you
93 to
said that's why
98,
you You said that's
moved
why you
around a bit.
moved around a bit, right?
Yeah, because when you're in the military, you tend to move around a bit.
Yeah.
Because I was in Holsworthy, then I was in Adelaide for a bit, Port Adelaide. Then I was in Fremantle over in Perth. There's a military port
Yeah.
over there. And then that's where I did my last test. That's where Robbo Firefly was born, in Perth. And
So have you gone to all of Australia, like all the main states?
yeah, basically, except for Victoria and Tasmania. I've never been to those two.
Okay, yeah. Where do you like where you are the most? Like, is that where you feel most at home, or
Oh, I just moved around and that. But
yeah?
this
So
is
you
the
don't
state where
really
I was
fit.
born. This is the state actually I was
Okay.
born, New South Wales. I did all my high school
What was,
in Cairns. Don?
so what was it like growing up, moving around like that? Because I know it was pretty
Oh,
hard for us to move country, but it is a little bit different,
uh, yeah, but it's, it does imagine hard for you going from United Kingdom and come from to Australia, like different countries, like passport issues,
And it's just
visas, and whatever else.
yeah, that was a little bit of a headache. It's just like when I was younger, I used to like going to my aunt's. She's got a farm like in the
Oh, yeah.
countryside, and it was always nice to get away from the city life and
Yeah.
go to see her for a couple of weeks up at her house. And she used to have like pigs and goats and animals and stuff, and
Oh,
it was just we could run amok as well, like just because you had acres of land and we just used to walk and get up to mischief. I mean, you can't get up to much mischief out there, but like muck around like you do as kids and just was
yeah,
fun
you can
to
get
get
away
away
with
from the
stuff.
city life and yeah,
Yeah.
just it was always nice to do that. So obviously when we moved here, we didn't really have those places to go to get away from the parents for a bit and just get away from life for a little bit and stuff like that and just yeah, not having that as well. I guess you've got all your friends and stuff when you're younger. It's a little bit. I mean, it wasn't hard for me to make new friends here, but still, you sort of miss some of your friends from
Back where you're from,
where you
yeah.
originally was. Yeah, that stuff like
Yeah,
that.
because of
So
familiarity and that, yeah. I can understand you because all
yeah,
the familiarity and that.
and when I first moved here as well, a brick wall fell on my leg, so I was on crutches for like about 8 weeks. So that
Ooh.
wasn't that fun as well, and just yeah. But I mean, it would be weird for me to go back now because this does kind of feel like home. It'd be weird for me to go back. Yeah, it'd be nice to see family and friends, but everyone's got their lives now. It's not like we're kids
Yeah,
anymore.
everybody's busy and that, yeah.
Everyone's busy, got work, kids, or a wife, or whatever.
Yeah.
Everyone's got their
And yeah.
lives now, so it'd be nice to catch up, but it won't be the same as it was. So
Yeah, oh yeah, dude. So what a point, Let's have a point and have somebody
yeah.
talking like, yeah.
Yeah, it would be nice to have a pint and have a chat and stuff. There is one of my friends in England that I kind of keep in touch with. Yeah, we don't speak often, but I do have him on. Yeah, the story about me a brick wall falling on me. It was like me and my
Yeah.
brother was kind of playing. How you sort of hit each other and run off from each other,
Oh yeah, hit
sort
and
of
run
like
and that,
tag or chasey or whatever, but a little bit more what brothers
yeah.
do. You're a little bit more rough. And I remember we was both sides of a brick wall, and he was like sort of mocking me or telling me to sort of come and get him type stuff. And
Yeah,
I
come
went to
get
climb
me.
over the brick wall. Yeah, I went to climb over the brick wall, and some of the bricks started coming out. And we was living at my mum's aunt that lives here. Well, she's passed away now, but we stayed with them for a little bit until we actually got a home here. So I felt bad because you're a kid and I'm like, oh crap, the wall's falling down. I'm going to get in trouble. So I tried to sort of push them and keep it up, and then it sort of like collapsed and fell on me and my legs.
Coming down on you, yeah.
And it was weird because my parents were sorting out like health insurance and stuff that day.
Oh my god! Yeah, very convenient.
In a way. Yeah, it was convenient, but obviously they weren't very happy.
Yeah. Yes, it's now, gee, what have you done this time, G? Oh, I've been playing with my brother and it's on me.
But we were staying in a caravan that my mum's aunt and uncle had. So me and my older brother was in the caravan. But because I had to have the crutches and it was hard for me to get around, I started sleeping in their lounge room on their couch. So no, I didn't get any stitches. It didn't actually break my legs, but it like bruised the like internal muscles and stuff quite badly.
Nice.
So,
bruised muscles and that.
I still sometimes get pain around my ankle and stuff a little bit. It's normally when I don't walk for a while and go long distances, and sometimes the cold plays it up a bit. But yeah.
So it whips it up the pain and that whips the pain up. Like crazy pain and that.
Yeah, certain stuff like certain temperature. Sometimes when it's a bit cold or whatever.
Well, the thing about Adelaide is I can remember it's cold or hot. Very much like where I'm living now. You get cold or very hot.
When we first moved here, it was always quite warm and dry heat. Now sometimes even in the summer, it'll spit like the rain will be like a small like just a little bit of pitter patter or whatever, just a little bit, but it'll be hot still, so it'll be humid.
Yeah,
that's probably one of the worst weathers because if I go for a walk in the evening, you're sweating because it's raining, or you're sweating because it's hot, but also you've got like the wet from the rain.
Yeah, rain, and then also humidity plays it up, and you're thinking too hot to get this jacket on, but you can't really walk around without it.
Yeah, so South Australia, the weather's changed a lot since I've come in.
It's more cooler in the southeast area of South Australia.
It's definitely has cooled down in South Australia. As I said, when we first moved here, even in winter, it used to be fairly hot still, like, kind of like maybe about 20s, maybe a bit lower.
Giga Shore.
Very long Giga stream. Shore.
I don't know, but it says very long stream. I've seen streams longer than this Giga Shore because I've seen Robert this other blog that sometimes does 3, 4, 5, 6 hours. Southeast of South Australia gets a bit chilly, Paddy, where Paul lives.
But it definitely is cooled down here, and it's obviously the winters are colder here. I don't really feel the cold that much. My Mum, she's always felt the cold. She's always sick and stuff like that. I don't get sick that often. So say if it gets cold, I don't really get flus and stuff like that much. So I guess that's me, and I'm the type of person that a lot of times I'm still wearing a singlet and stuff like that when it's winter. I just like the feeling of the cold. Yeah, I just like the feeling of the cold.
Yeah, walk around with singlet and shorts and flip flops. Because that's what I think.
Sometimes I even. Lucky they come here and it's like, oh, do you have a thong? It's like, oh, nah. I thought only women wear that.
Yeah, because Europeans and Americans, because when you say thongs, I think women's undies, it is footwear.
Like a G-string.
That's one of the first things I found out when I travelled over the US. So he says, what's on your feet? It says thongs. When were you getting acting or MMA, Roger? Well, I'm not good enough to act, to tell you that now. I do martial arts, but I I don't think I'll be going to the octagon anytime soon. I do karate, Muay Thai, and BJJ. That's what I do. I'm not good enough in acting.
Who'd be next Bruce Willis?
Well, I have to be born in Germany first. That's where Bruce Willis was born and went over the US as a kid. Bruce Willis can't beat the testy bonds, Paul. Oh, yeah, the singlets. Yeah, testy bonds. Damn, what's testy bonds? Yeah, not good enough to be an actor. I did do two styles of martial arts, but I don't know if they decide to get in the ring or octagon or anything. Are you Giga Shaw? Not much of an actor.
Do you know this a Giga Shaw person? Or
no, I don't.
Before? Yeah.
Probably a new person. I've never seen the person, he or she, before. Never seen him or her. Because I know Paddy's a fella, because he, I know Paul's a fella.
Yeah, he's been on. Yeah.
Brock Lesnar or Alistair Overeem. Now you've thrown me two heavyweight fighters. Because I know Alistair Overeem beating Brock Lesnar.
I don't think anyone would really want to fight old Brock. He's huge.
I know, but he won the UFC heavyweight title in his third or fourth fight, and then lost it two title defenses later to Cain Velasquez. His first title defense against Shane Cowan and beating him in the second round by submission. Then lost to Cain Velasquez in the first round by TKO. Because he tried to do the same tactic when he did with Shane Cowan, kind of cover himself up in that, not doing much.
Yeah.
But Cain Velasquez measured him out perfectly, while Shane Cowan just welled himself out in the first round by throwing everything into it. And in the second round, Brock Lesnar just took Shane Cowan down and did a triangle choke on him. I prefer to fight Alistair Overeem because I know what I get from him. Brock Lesnar, I have to get.
Yeah.
I prefer.
I mean, that's kind of like saying, would you like, crabs or gonorrhea? It's like, you probably wouldn't like either. You probably wouldn't want to fight either unless you. But also, it's like, those dudes are training. They've trained basically their whole life. They're really good with techniques and their fighting style. So maybe if I had spent my whole life dedicated to training, then I'd happily fight. But that's just, even if I started training now, it's like I wouldn't be able to catch up with their techniques and how good of fighters they are. So just be a bit silly.
I know there's some UFC event coming to Sydney in September. I think it's the 10th or 11th of September, a UFC event in Sydney.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool to watch. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Shane Cowan was a big, strong, explosive dude. He lost his last two fights. Won to Brock Lesnar by submission and lost to Junior Dos Santos by decision. Apart from that, it was undefeated when he faced Brock Lesnar, 7-0, I think it was. Brock Lesnar actually lost his first fight to Forrest Griffin, I think it was, or something like that. By leg bar. Cowan was undefeated when he first got title shot, but since he lost two straight and then retired. Oh, Frank, was it? Frank Me. Oh, yeah. Could be Frank Mir, could be Forrest Griffin. I think it's Frank Mir. Are you sure it's Frank Mir? Ginger Shaw? I go up to 3 hours and I head off. So about 15 minutes ago. Doesn't mean
Yeah, no
get no
worries,
one
man.
else. Yeah, they want to stay up here all night.
Yeah, no, that's
Doesn't
fair.
that yeah.
Yeah. It's like you get going and the hours sort of fly by a bit, and then you look at the time and you're like, bloody hell, it's been on for a while.
Yeah, 100%. All I watch is 07 to 2012 UFC. I remember back in the early 90s when it first started, UFC was a competition. Being that Gracie fella. That Gracie fella won 3 of the first 4 or 5 competitions. It was $100,000 winner take all competitions and that. Then they started getting the weight divisions and rules changes, and it is what it is now. I still watch it whatever I can now. UFC.
Yeah. I don't watch it all. Like I haven't watched it for a while. I used to watch it when probably I don't know, mate. Yeah, like funny enough, Paddy mentioned Ken Shamrock because that was someone that I liked because I liked him a lot in WWE and stuff like that. And obviously when he moved over, that was cool. And it's like I don't watch wrestling now. Really, when I loved wrestling when it had Hulk Hogan back in the day and stuff like that, and the Giant and stuff. But I also did like The Rock and Stone Cold and Mankind and Undertaker and stuff. So I guess sort of like the 90s, early 2000s, and then I sort of
like from the golden age right through the Attitude Era.
Yeah, like I liked Rock when he was in his sort of prime. I know that he was it Nation of Domination when he was in the group and stuff?
Yeah, it was in Nation of Domination for a while.
So,
agreed, WWE is unwatchable now.
I know some people like it now. I think you still watch it, don't you, Roger, or not so much?
I watch it whenever I can, but I don't watch it that much because I'm always working on that. Plus, I do martial arts training and stuff, instructing in that.
I know it's kind of always been mainstream, but I just feel like it's a little bit more PC or mainstream now. Like it's, I really used to like Hell in a Cell and casket matches and First Blood, and I really loved hardcore matches with like Mankind and Hardcore Holly and Al Snow and Steve Blackman and stuff like that. I really liked that sort of. It's just wild. You don't really when it's technical wrestling or just one dude versus one dude in a ring. It's fun, but you kind of know what to expect, and they're going to use their trademark moves and stuff. But when it's a hardcore match, they might go under the stage and pull out something random. That's when it's wild, and they're flying all over the place, and they're pulling out a barbed wire and stuff like that.
Yes, I remember Papa Shango got WWF.
Papa Shango.
Paddy said, remember Papa Shango? Yeah, he used to have a bit of a feud with the Ultimate Warrior for a bit and stuff like that.
And the boiler room matches, and is it No Fall Anywhere or something? Where they used to go backstage and to car parks and stuff, and they're fighting in car parks, and they're fighting everywhere, and they're in the kitchen and stuff.
Yeah,
they used to be awesome matches.
Yeah, they just be card called, and then they call it Falls Count Anywhere match. Yeah.
Yeah. So those sort of matches were wild because you never knew what. And I like Royal Rumble. I mean, Royal Rumble's always fun.
Yeah.
Even though I feel like Royal Rumbles are definitely like, I guess all wrestling's pre-planned and scripted, but you definitely feel like Royal Rumbles are definitely more scripted. They might, because normally they bring in the big guy and he'll just get rid of the whole ring and then obviously, like, eventually someone will come and get him out, and someone that's
Yeah.
really good at wrestling will come and get him out. So,
Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Who won the 2005 Royal Rumble? I know Chris Benoit. I know Batista won. I think Batista won it because that's when I had a bit of a stuff with him and Batista and John Cena won. I'm actually coming at the same time, and Vince McMahon ordered to restart it, and Batista won it when they got the last two back in and to get the real winner out, which was Batista.
yeah, I really loved Batista, but that was when I started to stop watching wrestling as much. Like, I like the dude, and I like he's a great athlete, but I just wasn't watching it as much. Yeah, Chris Jericho's okay. He was a sort of a little bit of a like they did the Y2K type stuff, so he was a little bit of a
He's a good
gimmick,
wrestler,
I guess,
but
in a way.
yeah, he's a good
Yeah.
winner. He's a good wrestler, good world champion, but never won the Royal Rumble. But I know Chris Jericho didn't. I know Batista won it twice now, the Royal Rumble. You know, Batista's in the acting now, but
Yeah, and I do like Marvel because I've liked Marvel and comics since a kid. I mean, some of the movies and stuff are a little bit crap, but I do like him in Guardians of the Galaxy as Drax. And he did
Well, Drax,
one
yeah.
that's called the other Knock on the Cabin, I think it was called. But yeah, Batista's a lot of wrestlers who try to become actors are fairly crap, but Batista's really good. I think he's a pretty good actor, actually.
Cena won a Royal
was
Rumble,
like-
I think, 06 or 07. I think Cena won then.
I think when it comes to stuff like what Giga Shaw is talking about, it's like he's saying like he hit the ground first, but I think like when that stuff's scripted, obviously Batista's meant to have won, but he wasn't meant to have hit the ground. Like that's kind of an accident, but the cameras picked it up.
Yeah, because
that's like sometimes when they hit in and they're not really doing contact. Normally it's the camera angles that are meant to be in a certain camera angle to kind of look like they're really going at it. But sometimes it might be in a wrong camera angle that will kind of show a little bit of stuff that's not really meant to be happening.
Yeah, because what it was, he tried to eliminate John Cena, but Batista originally, and John Cena lost not Batista a bit silly, and they fell over with John Cena at the same time.
Yeah.
And that was an accident. So
Roddy Piper. I love They Live, Roddy Piper. Roddy Piper was in a few good films back in the day.
He's a good wrestler too, but he never got he's around now. He'd definitely be up in the world title picture. But back in the day, that's so many
star names, like big names and stuff.
Big names and that, yeah. And he sort of got shoved down there. They're intercontinental titles and stuff.
Like I loved Stone Cold. He used to be awesome, but I really liked The Rock, and he was in some good films. But I feel like now he's a little bit like Will Smith, where he's not really, he's in so many films these days that it just gets a little bit boring almost. Like he doesn't really, you see him as The Rock or Dwayne Johnson. You don't really see him as whoever he's trying to play.
Yeah, because
in movies and all that.
Yeah. Yeah, there's an actors' strike at the moment in the US. Have you heard about that? The actors' strike and that?
Yeah, I haven't really looked into it that much, but I know I've seen it. I've seen people getting upset and stuff about it. I guess the industry's pretty hard, but I mean, at the end of the day, they're earning a lot of money when it comes to really people that should be going on strike, should be, like ambulance workers and people that are actually doing a lot for society.
Yeah.
Because, they're around accidents and drama and like stressful situations all the time. The actors only pretended to be in stressful situations where, like police and ambulance and firefighters and stuff like that. They're the ones that really should be earning like good wage because
they see
a lot of them a lot of them aren't sleeping. They're working more
Yeah.
hours than they should because obviously if they're in
Yeah.
a situation, they can't just, I'm going home, my shift's
I'm
ended.
going to bed.
If there's an accident, if there's an accident or something like that, they should be. It's like, to me, sometimes when stuff like actors and stuff are having a cry that they're not earning enough, it's like, oh, I want to earn 2 million or 5 million instead of 1 and stuff. It's like, dude, you're getting a shitload of money compared to people that are putting their lives on the line and saving lives. And
they're going to situations that me and you wouldn't even think about doing, because they get trained to deal with those situations, because
a lot of that will cause like PTSD and stress them out. And it's like an actor can pretend, oh, I'm an awesome actor, I'm in a bad situation.
Yeah, help me.
The people that are really seeing death or really, bad situations, they're the ones that are going to struggle to sleep at night and stuff like that. So if they were saying they need more money, I would agree, or they deserve this, the best situation possible for them. So
plus they get trained to get into situations as well that they mean you wouldn't even think about doing, and they have to deal with the situations they got trained to do with, they have to do what they have to do to save me and you and people in the chat here as well.
And sometimes I come across an actor that does an amazing job, but they're not a big name. They're probably not earning that much money because they're not a big name that they can, help sell the movie. But sometimes it's like the actors that aren't well known are the ones that do the better job than the same actor that we've seen in like hundreds of films that's just grabbing another film because he'll help sell the franchise or whatever. So
like body doubles and that.
Yeah. What Paddy's saying is like, when you're in that bad situation, they help to keep you calm and all that. If you're stressing out and flipping out and stuff. That's why sometimes when you see those sort of sometimes you see those cop and paramedic shows and stuff, and they get into it's more cops can sometimes be a bit of dickheads or whatever, like with their power. But sometimes when you see like a fight happening and a paramedic's trying to save someone in domestic violence, and they're getting hit or pushed and sometimes stabbed or whatever, and it's like they don't deserve that. They're just trying to help someone in a situation. So, and all of a sudden they're getting hurt or injured and stuff because of it. That just, to me, that's quite triggering to me. It kind of makes me a bit pissed off and stuff like that.
Because they get trained to deal with those situations, and they have to execute what they've been taught. And they go into every possible situation that me and you wouldn't even think about. Me, you, and I don't think anyone in the chat here would think about stepping into it. Without proper training and protection. That.
A lot of times we might say, oh, I've had a bad day or whatever, but imagine their day. They, as you said, they're into situations that we wouldn't even dream of. Someone might have like partially drowned or got stabbed or, a car crash or something. They wake up and have to go to work, and they don't have any clue of what their day's going to be like or what's going to happen.
And I don't know what that could be next. Today could be the last day for them.
They might get in a situation where, their life's on the line, so they're the real heroes or the real action stars or whatever. They're the real people that have my respect.
Yeah, that is true, G. Yeah, they are helpful, Paddy. They're always willing to put their lives on the line to save me and you, Paddy. So you'd be glad you've got good people to help you through, and hopefully you get through the other side. And that is true, Paul. Paramedics always do it. That's all they try to do is help everybody, Paul. Doesn't matter, because I see some people that have been bashed, stabbed, drug overdose, being set on fire, car accidents. You name it.
And unfortunately, a lot unfortunately, a lot of those people as well would, doctors and nurses and stuff, a lot of them drink and take drugs because they're trying to cope with what their lives and what they've seen.
Yeah, they get stressed
So it's
out
sort
a
of
lot
like
as well. High stress
so
situation.
it's a bit of a vicious cycle. They're trying to save people in those predicaments, and sometimes they take drugs themselves or have addictions. Even if it's legal stuff, like for them to stay awake longer on shift and stuff. They can sometimes get addicted to pills or pharmaceutical pills or whatever just to sort of get through what they're dealing with.
Would you rather be the residents of Australia or America? I'm biased to be Australia. I do have a cousin who lives in the US, but I'm going to be right here. I've been in US as a holiday, but that's as far as it goes.
I've never gone to America, but I mean, I wouldn't mind visiting there, and I do know people online that I've spoke to that are lovely people that I wouldn't mind, having a beer or a dinner or something with. But it's just when it comes to healthcare, when it comes to healthcare and their sort of their sort of like their police situation and stuff, like I mean, I'm sure we wouldn't be too bad, but I know they sort of pick on minorities and stuff like that, which isn't cool or good. Obviously, it's changing, but it has been bad, through history with their sort of, black, like the African Americans and stuff like that.
Yeah, because you have to learn from history. Because if you don't learn from history, you'd be trapped to repeat history. You repeat yourself, maybe in a different way as we move forward, but you're still doing the exact same thing all around with what happened in the past, like happened all around.
Yeah, like catches up on itself and that sort of stuff. Yeah.
That's what I was saying. Catch up to itself. Yeah. Although I mean, a little bit different in society terms when we do things. Yeah.
Yeah, I say we can't change the past, and I know some people are stuck in the past, as in, certain races and generations or whatever they don't like of what happened to their cultures or their family or whatever. But all we can do is try and change. And unfortunately, if they're living in the past, that's a bit unfortunate. But they can't look at all, Caucasian people or whatever as the enemy. Because we have to sort of work together to create a better planet or a better civilization or whatever.
Yeah. It doesn't worry me what race people are, as long as they're good people. I don't care if they're Asian or African or European, North or South American. Doesn't matter what your skin color is. It doesn't worry me. It's just how you person themselves.
I mean, that's why I've never understood like racism or whatever. It's like I've had friends that are Indian and blacks and whites or whatever.
Yeah, so do I.
And just everywhere you can get like a bad person or a good person from any walks of life. It doesn't mean that I've had a bad experience with one person, so everyone that's race or everyone that's like that person is the same. I'll treat everyone good until they until they do the wrong thing.
Because I'm not worried what the skin color is, as long as they're good persons. You get a few bad eggs everywhere. You get 1, 2 bad eggs, but you might just 2 bad eggs everywhere you go.
And I mean, a lot of people in Australian culture, some people look down at Aboriginals because obviously a lot of them might drink or do drugs. But I mean, that goes for everyone anyway. But I've met some amazing Aboriginal people that have taught me a lot and been great people to talk to and just full of knowledge and information. And just you look at them and you speak to them and you think that person's an amazing individual and has a lot to teach me and learn a lot from them and just great people.
Because I was full of questions when I first saw an Aboriginal person, because I asked about the culture. Culture, do you speak other languages?
I wouldn't say I speak other languages, but in England I learnt a little bit of French. When I came to Australia, Indonesian was the second language that the school system teaches you.
Yeah, because
And I can remember a few words. I can remember a few words here and stuff like I think it's like Namasayan, like
same, yeah.
and it's like my name is and stuff like that. But and a few numbers, but I wouldn't be able to go to that country and be fluent with
Yeah,
it.
because same as
I guess
my brother Robert.
I guess it's like I guess it's like everything. It's muscle memory, so you need to keep on doing it for it to be, in your mind a lot. And I just haven't kept up with that sort of education. But I mean, I'm not dead yet. Maybe I'll learn develop that language a little bit more over the time, over years or whatever. So
because I know in the US they get to learn, like the southern part of the United States, they get to learn Spanish. There's a lot of people from Mexico, Honduras, Guatemala, and that come to the US and they try to teach them schools Spanish. Like there's a lot of Mexicans, Honduras, El Salvador's, and Argentinians, and all that go over there.
That's why if I had more money and stuff like that, I would always love to do Funkin' Hungry, but either go to other countries or get involved in other cultures. Even in South Australia, there are other cultures like Indian and different cultures that are living here. But I'd love to learn more about their culture and the food influence and stuff. So I always did. Maybe one day Funkin' Hungry might become something like that, where I'll talk and have other cultures and their food. And stuff like that involved in the channel would be cool.
It's a bit like Albury Wodonga, the border towns here in Victoria and New South Wales as well. Ethnic groups showing their cultures and doing like you just said, 2G, eat the culture, what the culture's like, and show the foods what they eat and whatnot.
It was like when I was younger in England, because our family, my mum's side's Irish, my dad's side is English and stuff, but it's so we've always been exposed to that sort of food, the English and Irish type foods.
Yeah,
but also we always grew up and they always let us try, like Mexican and Indian and stuff. And I remember I went to a friend's house and his family are Sikhs. Normally they're the ones with the turbans and stuff like that.
Oh, they're Sikh Indians, yeah.
And they let me try some of their food, and they was really sort of impressed that I guess a white dude and a kid understood their culture and some of their food and enjoyed it, and enjoyed those spices and the flavor that they have in their food. And I remember his dad was lovely and his mum, but they kept on bringing in they give me a curry and some rice, and then they'll bring in samosas and different things, and try this, because they knew that I'd be open and willing to try stuff, and they were just lovely people. And I just remember, some Indians can be, not the nicest of people, but I always remember them and appreciate them, so I would never talk bad about a certain type of person, because you can get lovely people of all kinds.
Gingashaw, I got 0 from this stream because I haven't got enough subscribers to accept super chats yet. You have to get about 500 or 1,000 subs to do so, Ginger.
So even the big YouTube channels don't get much. The way you get money from YouTube is normally the ad revenue. So when an advert comes up on YouTube, and I don't think they really do that on lives, they don't play ads. But say if you watch a YouTube video and an ad comes up, normally that's how the content creator gets money from the adverts paying YouTube to use it. Simon, I've spoken to Simon before.
He's a good guy, Simon.
You know Simon as well from.
Yeah. I know him from Robbo's stream and that's the sort of look at his channel, and so it's interesting content and that. So I decided to sub and watch his stuff. And Paddy, I think Robbo will, if you prove yourself worthy.
Robbo will allow me back into his chat. I know I fucked up. Yeah, well, I don't know. Really, I guess that's up to you to sort that out, Paddy. Really, I mean, we could try to help, but really, you got yourself into that situation. So really, it's up to you to get yourself out of that situation.
I better get going now, so I have to let you go, G, in the chat. Nice
Yeah,
chatting
no.
to you. Nice talking to you, G. Remember, subscribe to G, Robbo, the disabled vlogger, Dylan B,
Rob,
Dumpster
Robbo
Diving
5 Life.
Adelaide. Yeah, Robbo 5 Life, Dumpster Diving Adelaide as well. And my brother,
And if
Robert,
you haven't, make
5
sure you
Life.
subscribe to Roger the Pirate because he's an awesome bloke.
Yep, this way. I have to find the opposite way in the chat.
It's
In the
so
G-Bowl.
weird, hey, how I'm
Yeah, you're
pointing
doing
like the
that. Yeah, like
the
that.
opposite way of you.
Yeah. Yeah, this is left, this is right. Yeah. Yes.
Oh, it was awesome to
See you.
chat to you, dude. And
You too, G.
all right, make sure that you end the live as well, Roger. Otherwise,
And broadcast,
yeah, and broadcast. Otherwise, we'll just keep on going when no one's here. All right, take care, everyone, and cheers, Roger.
You too.
Speak to you next time.
And broadcast.